never fade away. What you did to me, I know. Said what you had to say, but I think of beauty will never fade away. Will never fade away.
Plus, I think it's the most recent one.
Yeah, Arctic 7.
Hey, how is everybody this evening?
Sweden.
Hey.
Wow.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. That's all right. So it looks like we have a few folks that have chimed in already with us. Welcome. Thank you very much for joining us this evening for the BOR episode 10. Some remarkable mistake. Bonus points for anybody who can tell me where that comes from. So we're going to get started this evening basically not picking up exactly from the last couple of episodes, but backing up a little bit to what's going on back at our base. So we'll be turning that over in just a little bit to get the story started, and Scotty and Paul will actually be coming in from last week's adventure and looking at what is going on. First, let's introduce ourselves real quick. Let's start out with you, Scotty.
Hi everyone, I'm Matt. I am very sick right now, so I hope no one minds if I cough a little. I'll try to keep myself muted so you guys don't have to listen to that. But yeah, I'm having a fun time and I'm ready to roleplay as Scotty Sims, being the usual rat that he is.
You are like one of the toughest RPers I think I've ever met, buddy. So I appreciate you being here, man. Paul.
Hey. Yes, I am Paul Lucero, aka Raiden. He's the grumpy old man of the group, the sleeper psycho, as he's begun being called these last couple episodes.
For good reason.
Look, the man ate his food, okay? All right? He's like Joey. Joey doesn't share food. You know? Just don't eat his food. Don't eat his food, don't drink his stuff, and you'll be all right.
Why hasn't he shot Ring then?
Just wait. It's coming.
Get to that.
She knows better than to steal his food.
Exactly.
Just steals his beer. So on that note,
and she gets him beer. See, that's the thing. He's okay if you have a beer as long as you replace the beer with another beer. All right. But yeah, so that's me. And like Greg said, I would like to thank you guys for joining us today. It's going to be an interesting episode.
Awesome. Ring, how about you?
Hi, I'm Jenny. I play Harper Young, or Ring. She is the crazy psycho hot-ass biker chick who had a very valuable life lesson recently. Yay! Dealing with the loss of her best friend, and itching to get back out in the field and kick some ass again.
In case anybody missed it, last night we did a little bit of a backstory life path stream for Ring, which really kind of gives a little bit of background into her story, who she is and why she is who she is now. So thank you very much for that, Ring. And last but not least, Amethyst, our resident doctor.
With excellent bedside manner. Amethyst is a young lady who was part of Trauma Team and recently has lost everything she's ever loved and cared for and really has no reason to live. But she's also now very curious as to who the hell this Paradox was, because according to her tests, or things that she noticed, I should say, she's got more questions than answers.
Interesting stuff. All right, so with that, I think we'll oops, too bright. I think we'll get started into this. So Amethyst, things have been kind of quiet here over the last couple of days. Most of the team has been out working on something. It's basically been just you and Sawyer, and he spends all of his time in the command center ripping through stuff. So, and he's just kind of a feisty, grumpy old fart anyway. So, you do know that Ring is back in the facility. Scotty and Paul are out on a job, as far as you know, and might be a perfect time to just, do some of the things that you want to do and check some things out. With that, I will turn it over to you.
Amethyst is a little, what's the word? Concerned with Ring only being the only one in the place, since she did threaten her life if Paradox didn't survive, and obviously Paradox didn't survive. So she nonetheless is a little slightly concerned. But nonetheless, she's like, maybe if I just maybe if I just steer clear of her, give her a wide berth, then maybe she won't shoot me like Paul shot Sawyer. So she makes her way slowly back to her med lab to kind of look over things. She's very curious about Paradox. She's very curious about things that she noticed about Paradox when she was trying to save her life. Her main focus was to save Paradox's life, so she didn't really get a chance to unravel everything that she saw and process it.
Mm-hmm.
But now that she's finishing up her shower and all that hot steam help opening up her mind, so that way she can think better, because everyone thinks better when they're in the shower. And she's getting dressed and stuff as she thinks it over, and she's just Paradox's stuff is just too pristine, too perfect, especially for someone who's just she's obviously been in a lot of fights, because she noticed that ticker on Paradox's arm, and she's been hurt before, and she's just this is very odd, this is very strange. And she's before we bury her, or whatever it is that we decide to do with this organization, she's I'm gonna go check her out one more time, see if I missed anything, number one, and then also see if she can figure out why she has more questions than answers when it comes to Paradox's body and everything surrounding Paradox. And then she thinks for a moment. She's maybe there's no mistake as to why she's called Paradox. Maybe I should leave it alone. She thinks about it for a moment, and she's nah, I'm gonna go check it out. So she heads down to the med bay, fully dressed. Y'all get your head out of the gutter. And
Hey, she's hot. I mean, come on.
y'all get your heads out of the gutter now. She is dressed. She heads down to her med bay and pulls out Paradox's file, peruses over it, and then she tries to get into their computer system see if she can pull more out of Paradox's file in the mainframe. With what Sawyer's doing, is she able to do that, or would you say what he's doing kind of prevents her from being able to look up things digitally?
Nope. You can access the at least the database without too much problem. Its external communication is extremely limited, so pretty much anything that you're going to be able to access is right in the database that's here. The facility's running completely. Everything there's running except for Sabastian.
So basically what she's looking for is information in their database concerning anything medical concerning Paradox. So kind of like basically her medical file online is what she's looking for. She wants to see if she finds any evidence of Paradox suffering broken bones in the past, or some sort of illness that might have left scarring on her lungs or on an organ. Even cosmetic damages like scars from knife fights or bullet holes or anything along those lines. She's looking for that in Paradox's medical file.
Okay. So you search through what you can find in the database. Your notes are easily accessible. When it comes to pulling up any medical files on Paradox, all you get are the basic things, which tells you like if she has any type of allergies or anything like that. When you try to dig into the past medical piece, the system automatically, there's a little pop-up window that comes up and says admin clearance only. Restricted access.
She looks at that and she's just like, I'm the flipping doctor. How do I not have access? And she kind of looks around. She's like,
you can roll a basic tech roll if you want to try and bypass it.
Sure. Why not? Da, 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 da. Well, obviously she hasn't had her caffeine yet, so she's still a little groggy. She's
so
gonna
I take it that roll was garbage.
It was very garbage. She's gonna roll her neck and like stretch out her arms, stretch out her fingers again. Okay, let's try this one more time. Just one more time. She kind of slaps herself in the face a little bit, like wake up, like come on, you got this. She's gonna try one more time.
Okay.
Nope. She's just like, I need caffeine. She looks at her watch and she goes, yeah, I need caffeine. She's just gonna be like, nope, this is just not happening today. I'll have Sawyer look into this later. I don't want to deal with that mess right now. She like scratches her head for a moment and she's just like, could make this a whole lot easier for me. I'll just like go check out her body, and then later I'll have Sawyer hack into this and I'll compare what I find to what I find in the file. So she goes over to her wall of freezers. I'm envisioning the same setup as you would see in any other crime scene investigative show. And she goes over to the slot that she had placed Paradox's body, and she opens it and pulls out the bed, and it's completely empty. She like bends down and looks all the way back. There's no body at all anywhere.
What did you expect was going to happen? It get caught on something and.
At this point, with how badly she did with her basic tech, at this point anything's possible. So she is just gonna be like, did I put it in a different one? So she like closes the door. She's like, maybe my dyslexia kicked in. I just have the numbers swapped. So she goes to the other one where the opposite numbers, opens that one and looks in. Nope, nobody. She's like, okay. Then she goes back to the first one and she checks all the cells around it in a box, and all of them are empty. And she's just like, okay, where's Where's Paradox's body? She says to herself as she looks around, hands on her hips, tapping her foot. She goes, they better not have moved it without talking to me first. I'm going to shoot one of them, if that's the case. And she grabs what she has, her notes on Paradox's condition, and starts storming her way down, looking for anybody. She passes by where Sawyer is working, and she just glances in there to see if she sees anybody else, and then walks out quickly before Sawyer could say or do anything. And she continues her way down to like the commons area, see if she can find anyone there. A little perturbed that her body has disappeared.
Yeah, you don't see any bodies in with Sawyer other than him.
So she moves on down, and she's looking now for anybody, any soul she might find.
So, Ring, there, as far as this facility goes, I mean, there's a workout. There's the main entry area, which is like a greeting hall, more or less. All of the rooms in here are circular in nature, and that room is right off of the elevators. There's a commons area, which basically has the couches and everything. It's just a place to go and relax and chill. There's a workout area, which is a little bigger. There's the armory, the med bay, which is where Amethyst is coming from. There's a full kitchen set up here. Where are you going to be at?
She is actually going to have her gun, her rifle taken apart on the kitchen table and doing like her old man was, and just sitting there cleaning everything from her long night out.
So, when you walk into the kitchen, Amethyst, there's where you find Ring, who suspiciously has a rather large rifle tore apart on the kitchen table.
Amethyst comes in hot. She's just perturbed, but seeing the disassembled rifle, she kind of calms down a little bit, side eyes the rifle, and then gently rubs her right toe into the ground, and she's like, "Hey, Ring, do you know where Paul and Scotty are?"
No.
Do you have any idea how Paradox would like to be buried?
Honestly, probably go swim with the fishes, knowing her.
Any chance you did that already for her?
I've been locked up in my room and ain't been downstairs, so when exactly am I supposed to have had the time?
Okay.
Wait a minute. What do you mean? Why are you asking?
Oh, her body's gone, and she like slightly steps to the side as she waits for Ring to explode.
We're just gonna kind of sit there for a moment. Gone?
Yep. Cannot find it anywhere.
You know, I find it kind of funny. Everything going great before we got here. Who else has had access to her body besides you?
It's not like the med lab is locked. Or it's not like we also have like classified clearance key cards to swipe in order to get in. Otherwise, I'd be looking up to see who recently had access. So really, anyone who's been in this facility has had access to her body. And looking up and seeing who all has been here, not my area of expertise, but Sawyer could probably find out.
Let's go pay Mr. Drunk Ass Tech Idiot a visit then. And
She
she'll
kind
walk over to the fridge and grab a Guinness.
There are no Guinness.
God damn it.
Alright, who the fuck's been drinking the Guinness?
I wonder who.
I guess Sawyer don't like his knees.
I swear to God, if Sawyer did it, I'm gonna shoot him before Paul gets the chance.
Amethyst is gonna hold up a finger and she's like, do that after he finds out where Paradox's body went. Just saying.
Fair enough. She'll shut the fridge and she'll look over at Amethyst. But she kind of pauses. Towards. I'm. Sorry. And then she'll just walk by without another word.
You broke up right there, what'd you say?
She said, I'm sorry. And then just walked on towards Sawyer without another word to her.
Amethyst nods and she just goes, grief is hard. And she just walks with her without saying another word.
She'll walk up to where Sawyer is and just kind of slam her hand against the wall to get his attention.
Okay, with that, I'm going to leave you guys right there, and we're going to jump over to Scotty and Paul. So, you two guys just had an interesting encounter coming off the subway, or not subway, the monorail. You just shot a drone out of the sky, and decided to go into the sewers to try and make your way back home. So you do manage to get down under the street level. What are you doing from here, guys?
I think being on the lookout for alligators is a big thing when you're in sewers, right?
Alligators?
Is Scotty gonna actually say that out loud?
No. He's used to being in cities. He knows what like a city sewer is like.
Okay.
I guess if I remember right, didn't we get Sebastian to kind of give us a route back to the base?
Yeah.
Using the sewers down here. All right, so I guess using that they're just gonna be going along using that info, right?
Yeah, I mean, Paul's gonna based on the fact that Paul had to cut into Scotty, can he move? Or is he a little hurt? Is his boo-boo slowing him down?
I mean, obviously painful that he has had his back cut open, and had that tracking device pulled out of him. But I think for the most part he would be okay. Does Scotty have any type of pain inhibitors?
I mean, Paul doesn't feel anything. He's all right.
He doesn't have any pain inhibitors.
Okay, so he might. I don't know. He might be a whiny little bitch. Let's see. Let's see what Scotty thinks.
So I guess as they're just kind of going along, it's like, got an open wound, hurts like a bitch, and I'm in the sewers. God, I'm gonna clean the shit out of every part of me unless I get some terrible infection of God knows what.
Well, if you start going to throw a third head, I'll blow it off for you.
A third? What? Why a third? What happens at the second? You cool with the second head?
I mean, you might have more brains. Who knows? Paul's kind of laughing at him. He's like, all right, come on, kid, let's get going. We're going to have to take a kind of the scenic route even down here just to make sure we throw him off. Just make sure you don't, go swimming in that sludge. And he says that, and this kind of turd just floats on by.
Scotty shudders. Like,
Yeah, well, look, this is the only option we had. We couldn't really lead them back to home base. Fuck, I don't even know who the hell they were, man. They were good. They were really fucking good.
Yeah, no shit.
And I'm pretty sure there was more than just one of them. Because even after we got the case from, I'm assuming it was a woman. She sounded like a woman anyway. I don't know about you, but I felt eyes on me the whole fucking time. So I don't know. Something's weird. This ain't right.
Yeah, she probably had support or something like that. Whoever was flying that drone, I imagine.
Yeah, probably. All right, let's get walking. So
Right.
so Paul kind of takes off down the sewer tunnel that he's leading. Again, he leads like they both kind of just go the long way around. Again, taking like another hour down there. Kind of backtracking in some places and double back in here and stuff like that.
Kind of, let the smell ferment a little, maybe.
Just a little bit. Just you gotta make sure you take a little of where you've been and you take it with you. Plus, he's also doing it to torture Scotty. But he doesn't let the guy know.
All right, so Scotty, it definitely seems like you're like wandering down here, because you're pretty sure as you're following Paul along that you've seen like a couple of these paths before.
It's like, Paul, you know where you're going?
Paul kind of looks over his shoulder. Yeah, I know what the fuck I'm going. Why do you keep asking?
Because we've passed by that pile of shit right there at least 3 times.
You ever heard of doubling back so we could lose a tail? You ever did any of that when you were, doing your other work?
Yeah, I know that. But the thing is, you've done a little bit more than double back. More like a triple, coming on quadrupling back. At this point, you're wasting time, and I mean, if you haven't noticed, I'm still bleeding.
Slap a band-aid on it. Quit bitching.
All right, okay. Remind me the next time you're hurt. All right.
Will do, kid. Will do. So he it's at this point he's like, all right, enough. So he takes a route. It kind of leads them underneath the hotel. And now, being that the hotel is a bit older, there's like kind of a sewer access, an emergency access up into the I guess what constitutes the basement of the hotel. And they come up. It's kind of like this steel ladder heading up. Open the hatch at the top, and he kicks it open, or he punches it open because it's pretty much like rusted shut a bit, so he has to bang on it a couple times, but eventually Paul gets it open. It comes up into like a utility room, kind of on like the basement level. So Paul helps Scotty out. He's like, "Well, home sweet fucking home." An unmistakable piece of corn.
That's how he knows it's the same piece of shit.
Same shit, different day. Damn right, old man Garris. Damn right. Yep.
All right, so you guys make it into the dingy basement of this older hotel, and I'm gonna flip us back up to Ring and Amethyst. You guys walk. Okay, so as you walk into the command center, this room has been thoroughly torn apart. I mean, it's a disaster in here. There are pieces of what was the control apparatus there, the servers and everything. There are pieces of them everywhere, on tables, everything. There seems to be one working monitor in the room. The rest of them are all either turned off or torn apart. Fidelia. And you see Sawyer, and he is basically standing in the middle of the room drinking a beer, and it's just sitting there. Finishes the whole beer, lets out a big belch, crunches the can, and kind of tosses it over his shoulder.
Ringo just kind of look around, look at the mess, and go, "Can you please keep your shit halfway clean?"
What? Oh, I didn't even see you there. You're awfully quiet, you know that?
There's a
do you
reason
want?
I'm good at what I do.
Oh yeah, what is that?
He just gives a wicked little grin and goes, "Trust me, you don't want to know."
Yeah, that was a rhetorical question anyway. You're right, I don't want to know. So what do you want?
Figured out anything with this shit?
What are you talking about, shit? This is a lot of very high tech equipment here, as you can see.
I see everything taken apart and a bunch of pieces that probably don't work because they're not plugged in where they need to be.
Yeah, that's what you might think. Anyway, what do you want to know?
Amethyst kind of looks at him and she's just like, you know, the friend here has a point. And you have a point. This is very high-end, high-tech, expensive equipment that you have torn apart and have spread all over this place like a total mess. And all I have to say is, if I find you selling this shit on the black market, I'm gonna let her shoot you.
Look, lady. All right, here's the deal. I'm really kind of shocked that you don't understand this. You're supposed to be a doctor and all, right? Because kind of this is...
I don't disassemble my patients.
Yeah, okay, whatever. I know what you hacks do. Don't tell me that. Anyway, so what was it that you wanted again?
Amethyst looks absolutely positively offended at the word hacks. And she's just so like, do you have your gun on you, Ring?
Whoa. Hey, come on now. I'm just messing with you. All right, come on. Let's see. Why did you come in here? I'm not busy. I got things to do.
Do you have the AI dude up and running?
Well, I had him up for a little bit. That's kind of... Tell you what, man, that AI is kind of weird.
What do you mean? Weird.
Well, it's... Well, here, let me just show you. He goes and starts typing on the keyboard with the one monitor that's there. And there's a schematic that comes up on there, kind of a diagram. And so this, if you look here, see, this here is a diagram of the internal net of this facility. Now, I'm no net runner, so don't ask me about that. But I can tell you this. Most of this diagram is inaccessible. There's just a little bit of it right in here. See, it points to an area. This is where we're at right now. This is the lights and the air and, whatever. The basic stuff.
Okay.
This, and he kind of points up kind of behind the area that he says is off limits. This is where our AI friend is at. Now, the weird thing is that everything here comes from there. The whole system's connected to that spot.
I mean, in a way, not shocking.
No. You don't understand. See, these AIs are designed to integrate.
Are
Get
you
me?
saying he's almost like a power source for this place?
Well, no, not a power source. All right, here. Let me put it this way. All right, So the AI integrates with the system to communicate with us.
So you're saying he's isolated.
Kinda. I'm saying this whole system is connected to him.
Like, everything in this place is connected to him?
Yeah, now you get it. Now you're starting to get it, see? Kind of like the human brain. See, everything's connected to the brain.
She nods and she's like, okay.
So he's kind of like the brain of the whole thing. You get me?
So how come... So then what's the issue? Because, like, if he's the brain of this whole thing, then how come the lights are on and things are working and etc.?
Well, those systems are redundant. They're down here. I can turn those off and turn them on. I mean, you want lights, right?
Well, yes.
Almost like basic human facilities. You breathe,
Yeah.
your heart beats, it does it without thinking.
Yeah.
But if the brain is, except I guess in a comatose situation, but if the brain is, in a sense, inert, even those functions stop, except in a comatose. So are you saying he's comatose?
Wow. I don't even have any idea what you're talking about now. I didn't say that. I said he's back here. And everything connects to him. Comatose. I'm not really even... I mean, is it?
Is there a reason why, like, we can't talk with him or interact with him?
It's because he's turned off right now. So I guess, yeah, kind of comatose. I just turned him off. He can't communicate.
What?
I'll tell you.
She looks at Ring and she's like, why is he turned off? Well, what's the whole issue with Sebastian again?
Well, because you look at the stuff here, and I'm sorry, I'm cutting you off, young lady. I'm sorry. Okay, but you look at this. You look at this situation right here. You see, in this thing, these are relays. These relays are remote relays. And see that one? See that one right there? He points to one of them. He's like, that one's connected to her. And he points at Ring.
Motherfucker.
And that, they're all live. They're all going. Even this one.
Which one of those relays is connected to Paradox?
This one right here. That's what I'm telling you. This one right here. The only one in here that doesn't have one of these is you, lady. You're like the oddball or something. I don't know what the hell you're doing. Well, I don't have one, but you and me. That's it. We're the only ones not connected to this thing.
She looks totally confused and looks at Ring like, I don't know why.
Ring's just kind of sitting there.
Maybe we just have something in common, you know? Maybe.
Amethyst is like, don't get any ideas. And then she looks at Sawyer and she's like, the one for Paradox.
Guy.
The one for Paradox. Focus on the one for Paradox. Can you tell me where she is based off of her relay?
Well, no, not. I don't know. I can't right now. No, all I can tell you is it's active. That's it.
Active.
Active.
You know, look at it right there. See, it's just as active as yours. And he points at Ring.
Was it ever not active?
What? I don't know. Not since I've been in here.
And then she looks at Ring and she's like, I don't think this has any indication as to whether or not she's alive or not.
No, if it's being fed from outside source,
Well,
I understand why he doesn't have one.
But that's
I
why
want to know why you don't.
I want to know why I don't too, but first we need to find Paradox.
There's more going on here than what we originally suspected. He makes sense. He was an outside source coming in. We brought him in.
Yeah, listen to her. I make sense.
Ring just kind of looks over at him and goes, yeah, till I find out you drank all the fucking Guinness.
You can't prove that.
There's none here, and I'm the only other one that
Am-
drinks it.
Amethyst holds up a finger and she's like, actually, I can prove that. That is something I very much can prove.
All right. Anyway. So that's what I got. That's what I got to tell you. See, you got these here. These are all these connections here, and there's your AI buddy, Sabastian. I don't know what the hell you call him. Something. Yeah, that's it.
Really not
Anyway.
that hard of a name.
That's where he's at. This here. See this, and it kind of types a little bit, and he's like, "See this? Well, wait. Types a little bit more. All right, this here. See, this is a map." And you look at it, and you're like, it looks kind of like a map of a building. It's a 3D map, so it gives you like level by level, all the way down the building, and then there's this underneath it, this facility, and it's actually deep underneath it. It's like a good 70 feet below the building. This is the facility that you're in right now. See this here area? This is the little area you're in. You see all this stuff over here? Have you ever been in there?
No, but I suspect that's what's behind that locked door.
You know, you're really kind of intuitive sometimes. You know that, right?
Uh-huh. Figure out how to get us in that room.
Amethyst goes, before you do that, is there any chance you can, while you're in this, and she gestures to the mess around them, in this mess, is there any chance you could give me admin privileges to everyone's medical files?
Well, I maybe I'll have to work on that. I don't know. I'll have to take a look here and see. You know, I'm probably gonna have to let some of that Guinness wear off first.
I'm just tenses. All of a sudden you see one of her rippers shoot out, and she's like, "Yeah, you gonna fucking owe me, cause I tell Paul you drank all his Guinness. You fixing to lose both your fucking legs."
You see, I don't know about that. I kind of doubt that, you see, because you still need to get that door open. And that door...
Amethyst reminds him, remember, Paul shot you. He will do it again. You better cough up some bucks to pay back for the Guinness.
No, what I'm saying is you get us the fuck in that room, or I'm gonna tell Paul you drank all his Guinness instead of going and replacing it.
Should have figured I was in a room full of snitches.
Amethyst is like, I'm the one who gives the stitches.
She'll let the ripper slowly disappear. Just making sure that threat's there, that, you know, she'll make sure he suffers if he doesn't get him into that room.
Wow, can't believe they're both of them being snitches.
Seriously, snitching.
Do a homie like that.
I almost feel bad for Sawyer, man.
Yeah, me
She
too.
only threatened. She didn't actually shoot him like Paul did.
I mean-
Paul's justified.
I mean, Sawyer's kind of a handsome dude, I think.
Whatever. Totally not.
He's got that Danny DeVito charm to him, you know?
Yeah.
He
Who
does.
wouldn't want that?
Oh my gosh. Anyways, Amethyst is gonna be like, first the files. I need those first. She looks at Ring and she's like, first the files.
Yeah, all right. So you're the doctor here, and you don't even have medical file. You don't know nothing about these people. Is that what I'm hearing?
What you're hearing is that I'm locked out of their files, and with Sebastian down and not available, I need access to those files.
Yeah, all right. I'll see what I can do. Maybe just turn the system back on here. I don't know. So y'all are gonna have to get out of my way. I need space. I need breathing room.
Amethyst is just like, whatever, and she just walks away.
Ring just kind of glances over and goes, "If you find anything else out, let us know." And she'll turn around and walk out.
All right. So with that, we're going to switch back to Paul and Scotty. So you guys find your way through the basement and back up into the hotel, to the elevators. There is no direct path leading between the only path that you're aware of is to take those elevators to get into the hive base.
So Paul kind of he helps Scotty up out of there, heads over to the elevator, punches in the code to head down into the base. He kind of looks over at him. I was like, how's that wound going? You didn't get any shit in there?
Don't think so, but definitely gonna need to get pretty much everything clean once we're back.
Yeah, we'll have what's her face take a look at you. He kind of looks down at himself and kind of looks at Scotty. He's like, we're gonna need to burn these clothes. You do know that, right?
Yeah. Good thing that was only my third best outfit.
Some people coming into the hotel are kind of give you a sidelong look, like, ooh.
Scotty just gives them a smile and wave. Hi.
Well, room service. We just came from your room.
How many y'all's bathrooms? God damn.
And then the door's shut.
See, honey, I told you we shouldn't have stayed in this place.
So yeah, Paul punches in the code, and they head down to the hive. And as they kind of the door opens up, yeah, he heads out, and he kind of looks back, and he's like, "I wish we could shut these down for a minute, but yeah, whatever. We'll get Sawyer to do that." So they walk in, and they both look like shit. Not literal shit. We smell like literal shit, but they
You
look
probably
like shit.
smell them before they even come in.
That fully possible, yes.
Amethyst is gonna look at Ring and she's like, "Do you smell that?"
What the fuck smells like shit?
Sawyer didn't smell that bad, did he?
We
Yeah,
smell
that'd
like
be
shit,
us.
but this literally smells like a freaking sewer.
Well, that'd be because we just came from the sewer.
Did you guys
Don't
hang
finish.
out with the
Fucking
turtles
shower.
or something?
It was his idea, by the way.
Go
Yeah.
spelunking for the turtles?
No, look, Sawyer. Where the fuck's Sawyer?
First you shower. You ain't spreading this shit all over. No.
Paul kind of sets down the attaché case on the table. He's really not paying attention to Amethyst or Ring. It's like, Sawyer, get your ass in here.
He's busy. Go flipping shower, you stinky, stinky person.
Well, before I shower, I actually need you, Amethyst, to take a look at me, cause see, I got a little something in my back. We were running from this real badass of a lady. Like, she did some shit I've never seen. Like, I shot my eye dart at her, knocked it out midair. Never seen anyone do that. She was fucking crazy. Anyway, she shot me with something in my back. We think it was like a tracker or some shit. So, Paul, being the excellent smart guy he is, carved it out of my fucking back. So, I could use a little attention real quick.
Amethyst is like, I'd rather deal with a dead body right now than this mess, but still,
And
you guys.
how about the living body that's not yet dead?
But soon
Ring
could
kinda
be.
looks over at Amethyst and goes, you had one till you lost it.
Wait.
Didn't lose
Lost
anything. Someone
What-
took
what-
it
what-
from me.
What'd you lose?
My
Paradox.
sister's body.
How the fuck do you lose a whole ass body?
Maybe because someone walked in here and took her? I was gonna ask you guys if you guys took her.
What the fuck would I want with the dead body?
Yeah.
Think I'm some sort of sicko?
Look, I don't shame anyone's fetishes, okay?
I mean, that's a fetish you kind of should shame right there.
Yeah, that's shameable. I agree.
Yeah,
I agree
that's
with
a
that.
shameable one right there.
I just, like, the shit that I've seen, I just, no.
One thing at a time. Sawyer, come in here. He's actually looking around.
Amethyst is gonna direct Scotty to the med bay. She's gonna be like, take your clothes off over there, put them in the incinerator, and let's get you washed down and make sure there's no infection going on.
Ring's going
Thanks,
to
Doc.
pull up her shirt to try to cover her nose as she follows after Paul.
Okay.
Paul kind of follows after Amethyst and whatnot, and he kind of sets his weapons down on the countertop. I mean, he only had his rifle. He kind of unbuckles the holster and sets kind of everything down on the thing and starts stripping. Like he kicks off his boots and everything, pulls off his leather jacket, hangs that up. He's like, "We're not burning that." But everything else, he kind of pretty much strips out of it and tosses it in the incinerator and gets into one of the medical showers and just starts washing off.
Okay, so we're gonna roll over to.
There is no privacy, by the way, everybody.
He doesn't care.
Okay, just making sure everybody knows that the girls are getting an eyeful of what both of them look like.
He don't give a shit.
But we're not in grade school, all right?
Yeah, he does not care.
I'm just making sure that our audience is aware that, you know, if they want to say one of them has a micro penis, they can go ahead and state it.
It wouldn't be true, but you know.
So anyway, let's bring us back in here. So let's move into the med bay with Scotty and Amethyst.
And Paul and Ring, apparently.
Apparently that's where everyone ended up. So Scotty, I'm gonna start out with you, man.
All right, so Scotty, doing as he told, kind of taking
Detailed
off
descriptions.
Well, I'm not sure if I want to get too detailed, but you know what? If I just want to remind everyone, when Scotty's first appearance was buck-ass naked, so as far as
No, he wasn't.
Paul
He was
and
in a
Amethyst
body
go,
bag. He wasn't completely naked. I mean,
True.
Look, I'll say Paul and Amethyst, they already know. They've seen it all before. The only one seeing something new is Ring, I guess. But anyway, sorry about that. Yeah, he's taken off his clothes as instructed. Kind of course, taking out all his little items and effects, and kind of placing it on a table before throwing the clothes into the incinerator. And
Just looking at all those little effects that he's set
Oh.
down.
Amethyst is right there with her. She's just like, what is this?
Well, among those effects is a sheet of stickers. Scotty, as he kind of like pulls out, as he pulls that out, he kind of like looks over the rings, like, "Oh, yeah, got this for you." Kind of hands it to her. Don't think it's got too much of the smell on it.
He's just gonna kind of hold it up and look at it like, I'm a... Thank you.
Look, it would have been nicer if we didn't take a trip to the sewers. Okay, it's about the thought, all right.
hey, and Paul kind of says from the shower, he's like, "You could have got a whole bridge. Could have got a whole bridge."
Yeah, well, okay, you know what? I have a feeling that offer's still going to be open a while later. But anyway.
Wake the fuck up.
She's just gonna kind of nod and set him to the side. Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess he's, once he's got all of his stuff out, he's gonna, I guess, lay down on the medical table. Kind of just ass up because he got that thing in the back. That wound.
okay.
Wait.
You had the same thought I did.
Wait.
So where exactly?
Did you just say ass up?
Well, not like he's laying down, like face down.
Oh, okay.
Not like he's presented it up in the air or anything.
Amethyst is going to pause Tim before he gets to bed. She's like, you probably should shower just so I can bandage you after the shower, so that way you don't wet your bandages.
Yeah, to examine your back and the hole that's been cut in you, I'm pretty sure she doesn't need to do a prostate exam, but maybe, I don't know.
But yeah, she's gonna suggest maybe you should shower. Go ahead and shower. I'll monitor your wound while you're showering. Make sure it gets cleaned out, and then we'll bandage you up once you dry off.
I'll do my best. It's kind of hard to clean out a wound when it's in my back.
Well, that's why I'm going to do it for you, duh.
Oh, okay.
Get in the shower.
Right, okay. I'm going in.
What bedside manner?
She's gonna look at a ring, and she's just like, ah, rolls her eyes.
Ring's just gonna grab a chair, and she's gonna turn it around so that the back of it is to her front, and she's just gonna sit down and be like, can we just try to figure out where the fuck my sister's body went to, please? And whatever the fuck is going on with Sebastian and all of this shit that they're able to... Oh, by the way, Scotty, got some fun information for you that's going to prove your theory correct.
Which theory?
She'll proceed to tell him about what Sawyer found out and the little things that are connected to each of us. And then she's going to go, oh yeah, our good doctor here apparently doesn't have one.
Well, aren't you special? Guess you don't get to turn into a zombie like the rest of us.
Amethyst kind of shrugs, and she's just like, yay for me? I don't know.
Well, that's lovely.
Meanwhile, she's helping Scotty clean. Well, he can clean the rest of himself. She's mostly focused on the back and just looking over that wound, and she's just like...
Lower.
She will kick him in the balls. She will monitor the wound. She'll be like, damn, Paul, like, what you trying to do? Like, brand him or something? Carve out a pound of flesh?
Just had to make sure we get that tracker out. So where the fuck is Sawyer? Gonna shoot him again.
Ring will point down the way and go, working on the room, and may have gotten threatened to get us into that fucking room, but nearly got us blown to smithereens a few minutes ago, or not long ago.
So he's still tearing the place apart. Just Paul's kind of saying this from his
not
shower
still
stall.
tearing it apart. It is torn apart. Like, it looks like
Oh, fantastic.
Let's just
So,
say it looks
yeah.
like I had fun in there.
Amethyst is gonna be like, oh, and by the way, apparently I don't have access to your guys' files. They're behind an admin wall that apparently I don't have access to. We're smart.
Maybe I should try. We'll see.
I thought everything of our old identities is supposed to be erased. Do we even still have medical records?
It would be smart to have something to tell me something of, like, what if you guys have an allergy, or what if you guys like had a broken something or another.
You're expecting a lot of faith out of this organization.
Yeah, I was gonna say, the Bureau probably doesn't really give a shit what was wrong with us, considering we're all pretty much convicts. But Paul kind of, he after finishing scrubbing off, he steps out, towels off, and kind of looks around. He's like, hey, Doc, you got any of those scrub pants lying around? It's kind of breezy in here.
She nods, and she's just like, yeah. She points to the cabinet, and she goes, find a size that fits you.
He walks over, pulls out a pair of scrubs for him, and Scotty tosses him over to the kid, and it's like, yeah, get dressed when you're showered off and whatever. He pulls his on. He goes over to his kind of stack of stuff, which is basically just his holstered weapon, a couple of magazines, smokes, boot knife. And a couple cell phones, old cell phones, Nokia style cell phones. Apparently they went shopping, so he grabs the smokes, pops one in, lights it up. He's like, so yeah, we let's just say we met with some issues. Really good issue. Skilled, like I mean, she moved faster than anyone I've ever fucking seen. Definitely don't want to get close to her. But yeah, let's just put it this way. I've run into a lot of different outfits over the last 2 years working for this company, bureau, whatever the fuck you want to call it, and I never come across someone like her. Well, her or her partner, because she definitely wasn't fucking working alone. He's at that point, he kind of stops. He looks around for Sawyer. I'm gonna shoot him.
And just as you're looking around that way, you hear from the command center, because he's not in the med bay with you guys. Oh fuck! What?
So Paul pulls the sidearm from the holster and walks into the command center smoking a cigarette and scrub
will
pants.
quickly follow after him and grab his arm and be like, let's keep him alive till he gets...
He'll be alive. He's got 2 knees.
Paul!
So he...
Stop it. Play nice.
Holster the gun. He continues walking in, and with his weapon in hand, and he looks down, or he walks into the command center. What does he see?
So you get in the room, and it's definitely worse than it was before. He's got this room basically completely torn apart at this point. Everything, including the controls on the wall for the door leading in here, appear to have been torn apart as well. There's one terminal that is still active, functioning. And he's sitting at that terminal, kind of typing away, and just kind of glances over his shoulder. Hey, boss, what's going on?
He Paul's kind of just licking her eyes, a little flabbergasted. She's like, I can ask you that fucking question.
Man, what
do
the
you
hell
know
is
where
that?
all this shit goes?
What do you mean? Well, yeah, I know where it all goes. I'm the one that put it where it's at.
And you know how to put it back.
Oh, are you actually questioning my skills right now?
Look. As for what that smell is, never mind. I'm probably gonna need another shower. It's fine. Look. What I need you to do, I need you to go and shut down the elevator that leads down here. And if we have any external cameras, I need you to get those shits back up online. Now. Pronto. As in, whatever the fuck you're doing, stop doing it and do that thing.
Ring's gonna kind of look at Paul and go, what?
Well,
Please tell me you didn't lead any of those fuckers back here.
I'm pretty, 95% sure no. But they had aerial drones, at least one. We shot it out of the sky, and I cut the tracker out of Scotty, but you never know. So, chop chop.
Yeah, that's how did that job go? And he kind of turns around and starts typing. How did that job go anyway?
It was a success, mostly. We got a case in the other room I'm gonna need to open. It's an electronic lock. Can you handle that?
Well, I don't know. That might be a little challenging for my skills and all, because I don't know how to put things back.
Sawyer, I will shoot you. Please remember that.
Yeah.
I need a beer. So he walks over to the to the fridge and pops it open and looks inside and
There's a distinct lack of beer. Like, no beer. Not even a Skunky Foster's. Nothing.
Ring's gonna stand in the doorway so that Paul can't get back in.
Where's my beer? I had a 6-pack right there. He motions to with the gun in hand. A 6-pack right there. Right. I know. I put it right there. Right there. Second shelf to the left. Right there. Here's my beer.
I'll replace it later.
You actually see a tear roll down his cheek.
This is what broke the man.
It's like, get shot at. Had to crawl to the sewer. The only thing I wanted was a beer.
I will replace it later.
And Uncle Al's. That's what I want.
You know what? I'll go fucking get you Uncle Al's. Just put the fucking gun away and quit trying to threaten to shoot everybody for like 5 fucking minutes.
He kind of closes the fridge in defeat. He's like, "Look, just get the fucking you." He points with the gun at Sawyer. Get the elevator locked down, and get those cameras up. Does this place have fucking cameras? That show us the outside?
Yeah.
He's not 100%. He's like 95%.
We got some cameras.
All right, get those up. I need to know what the fuck's going on out there.
I tell you one thing. This design is kind of, I don't know. It's a little weird because this area that we're at right now only has 2 ways to get in and out, and that's that elevator and that fucking door. So if I shut the elevator off, just be aware of this. We're stuck here.
Yeah, that's fine. As long as we know who's coming and going. I just need all the cameras that give us the visual outside and inside. Anything to the elevator bank. I want it all.
All right.
Trust me, we got enough munitions here to hold off a small army.
So what are you gonna do what are you looking for?
Anybody out of the fucking ordinary.
The street full of people. This is Night City. Nobody's ordinary.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. I'll know what I'm seeing when I see it. Just get it up.
All right.
Ring will look over. Before he shuts that down, are you sure you don't want me up top? I can pretty good shot with the sniper.
Shit. Take Scotty with you. See if he's stitched up.
Wait. Why don't I don't like that idea. I think maybe you and her should go, and that the ratty looking guy there can stay here with me.
Ring just gets this shit-eating grin on his face. I don't think he trusts you, Paul.
That's fine. I wouldn't trust me either if I drank my beer.
Oh, somebody drank your beer?
Tragic.
God damn, that's bad news, man. I feel bad for them.
He kind of walks back into he walks across from the main area, and he kind of he looks over at Sai. He's like, just do what I tell you to do, get that shit up, and we'll call it even.
All right.
And I won't
Ring's
shoot
still
you for
standing in
drinking
the
my beer.
doorway. So he's like right in front of her.
So he picks her up and moves her to one side, and he goes into the med bay and grabs his shit. He actually picks up when he picks up the cell phones. He hands one to Amethyst, and the other one he kind of hands over to Ring. He's like, "Hold on to those. We're gonna find something to do with those things in a minute. So you're probably gonna have to jerry-rig those fucking pieces of shit. Anyway, I'm gonna go upstairs. I'm gonna get some actual clothes on and grab my other weapons, and we'll get up on the roof or something.
Ring's gonna quickly move back to the kitchen and start reassembling her rifle. She'll run by and grab those packet of stickers, and then runs back and will actually stick the stickers all over it, and then follow after Paul.
Colorful. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys get in the elevator, get up to the first floor of the building, and since Sawyer doesn't have a communications device to get a hold of you with, you gave them a communication, those phones, right?
Yes.
But you didn't give one to Sawyer, though.
No, he gave one to Ring and one to Amethyst, unfortunately.
Okay.
I mean, they're functional enough to use for basic messaging, right?
Pretty much, yeah. At least I think that's what kind of Greg said last episode. You can correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah. So Sawyer just kind of looks at Scotty. He's like, "All right, so the elevators at the first floor. I guess I turn it off now, right?"
When do I get to do my thing?
Hold on.
Okay, because I had things I wanted her to do before Scotty started moving around and doing shit.
I mean, he's laying on the table, ass up, cell phone in hand.
Well, we can. Yeah, let's back up a little bit. Go ahead.
Okay, so while they're dealing with Sawyer that whole time, Amethyst is going to stitch up Scotty, and then she's gonna be like, I want to do something. And she doesn't elaborate. She just goes over and gets a few vials and some needles and other things. And she ties an elastic thing around Scotty's arm and then sticks him with a needle and starts taking several vials of his blood. And then when she's done, she bandages up that little prick point. And then she's going to be like, I want to take an x-ray of you and I want to scan you. And she starts prepping the x-ray machine. And if he starts protesting, she's just going to put her finger up like, don't even bother.
What do you have to say about this?
I mean, Scotty wasn't protesting. Well, first of all, when he hears I want to try something, he's like, I don't like hearing that when my ass is exposed like this. Can you elaborate?
She doesn't elaborate. She just tells him to roll over so that way she could draw his blood. And after she draws his blood, she's going to be like, I'm going to do an x-ray and a scan, and then we'll go from there. So she continues her process of doing those scans. And then just before everyone starts walking in and Paul starts barking orders, she's just going to be like, look, I don't have a baseline for any of you guys. So I just figure I'll do a baseline now. And we'll see what I find. Does that make sense?
I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Maybe you can also kind of figure out some of the junk that they've supposedly installed in us.
She nods and she goes,
Rest
that's
of us. I don't know if you got that shit.
She's like, I don't know either, but that's what I'm looking for, is looking to see if there's anything I can do to deal with that, or to figure out whatever it is that they did to you guys. She'd be like, teeth. I should also get your guys' imprint of your teeth. And she starts creating that mold as soon as Paul comes barking in. Meanwhile, Scotty is still butt-ass naked.
Yep.
When Paul walks in telling him to do this and do that, and she's just all like, what is he going on about? Why is he acting like we're about to get infiltrated or sieged?
Oh, that's because, well, we're like 95% sure we ditch the person who was tailing us, the person who shot my ass with the tracker. But I guess he's playing it safe, just in case, because though we shot it down, they did also have the support of an aerial drone, and yeah. Guess he's just gonna try to play it safe in case they still manage to track us somehow.
She looks at the phone that Paul hands her, and she's like, "This is old. This is so freaking old. It's old as him. Maybe older."
I'd say a little older, but look. I mean, we got the agents in our heads, but that shit's tied to Sebastian, and when he's down, that's down too. So this is like our backup, and also something that hopefully he doesn't have to monitor. So, if you want to keep
She
something on the
nods.
down low.
She nods and she's like, okay, I guess I get that. She's like, all right, open your mouth and then clamp down on this. She puts in the mold in his mouth when he opens it.
He chomps down.
She's like, hold it for a minute.
Uh-huh.
Just be quiet, don't say anything.
Uh-huh.
And she goes and she grabs the scrubs and brings them over to Scotty. And then she's like, all right, open up, give me the mold back.
Ah.
She's like, good, get dressed and tell Ring I need her next.
I think she already went up.
We'll
And-
swap places with her. And if she
Elevator's
doesn't,
already shut down.
if she doesn't want to come, send Paul, because while Sebastian's down, I need to take advantage of this.
I mean, I can message him, but elevator's already shut down. It's gonna be a pain in the ass.
And she goes, ha ha, was that a pun?
If you want to take it that way, sure.
She's like, because I can give you a pain in your ass. Bring one of them down.
Just about to get a prostate exam.
I don't like when the doc tells me that.
Like, message them, I don't care. I just need one of them down so I can do this stuff. And then they can swap. It'll just take a few minutes.
I mean, no guarantee they'll listen to me, but I'll shoot them a message, I guess.
Go for it. They don't listen, then I'll just, I don't know, eat the rest of their food or something.
And then I guess Ring and Paul get a little text on their Nokias from Scotty saying, "The doc wants one of your asses to come back down. I told her the elevator's disabled. She doesn't care."
Regal look at it and look over at Paul. The fuck does she want us for?
I don't know. Go see what she wants. I'll. At this point, Paul's already dressed, and he's got his weapons, and he's set up. He's actually sitting on the roof with some binos right now.
Regal just kind of look at the message and respond back with, "Fuck no." Close it and then move over to the window.
Scotty sees the reply. It just shows it to Amethyst. It's like, I tried.
She's like, try again. Tell Paul to get down here.
You have one of those phones too, you can ask them yourself.
She looks at the phone and she's like, what? How do I? Who's who? How?
What do you?
Technology and me, we don't get along.
You're a doctor.
I'm
You
a
use
doctor.
lots of technology. You've just been setting me through all these machines and technology. Are you telling me you don't know how to use something as simple as a phone in this day and age?
Dinosaur technology. Different than
My goodness.
modern tech. There's a difference.
Okay. See, and he kind of like shows her like how to say. Okay, so you see the number pad right here. You're gonna have to type it like this in order to get the letters out. All right.
That's tedious and dumb. Why did you give us a freaking keyboard? How do
Because
people live like this?
that's the Nokia, all right. On the plus side, this thing is very durable, and it could actually pass as a weapon.
She's like, really?
Yeah, if you ever get really mad at someone, chuck it at their head, instant concussion.
She's like, where's Sawyer?
busy.
Probably not the techie. Who's the only one who can open the doors.
Anyway,
So she texts Paul and she goes, "I need one of you down here for like 10 minutes of your life."
As he feels the kind of vibration in his pocket, he pulls
There's
it
a
out.
lot of misspellings, by the way.
And he looks at it. He kind of squints, and Ring, you can see he puts his finger up to the like little screen, and he's like,
Ruth will cover. Let me guess. Doc again.
"Yeah, I think so." He had a heart attack or a seizure, or something.
She got Scotty and the tech down there. She got the rat or whatever the hell his name is, and the kid. And she's gonna go back to looking out the scope.
I probably should have given that one to Sawyer. He's like, "All right, look, just stay here. Text me if anything. You know how to use one of those, right? Or are you as brain dead as the doc?"
She's gonna look over at Paul and go, "You want me to put a fucking bullet in your head?"
I'll take that as a yes. So he kind of turns around and heads back to the elevator and heads back down, and he types back to Scotty, "Coming down, tell Sawyer to unlock the elevators."
Then this guy just responds with simple "okay," and guess heads on over to Sawyer. It's like, "Hey Sawyer, so you know how we told you to lock the elevators? Well, hope you're not going to be too angry when I say to unlock them again so some of us can switch places, because the doc's being a little needy right now."
Run that by me again.
The doc is being a pain in the ass, so I need you to unlock that elevator again.
Well, there, now you're speaking English.
At this moment that he knew
That's better.
he fucked up.
So
Right.
you want me to unlock the elevator again?
Yes.
Because that prissy little bitch over there is upset about something?
More or less,
Can I
yes.
throw the phone at Sawyer now?
Well, I mean,
All right,
if
whatever.
you're still in the med bay, then Scotty and Sawyer's somewhere else.
Oh, okay. I thought you could do this right in front of her.
So all right. Here, we'll do this. I'm not even. I mean, why are we locking the elevator? I mean, that's. Don't you have to have some sort of code or something to get that to work?
You know, that's an excellent point. One I kind of wish Paul thought of a second ago. You know what? Just go ahead and unlock it, and when he comes down here, you can tell him that.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
Listen, after the shit he's done to you, I'm sure you'd love the opportunity to make him look like an idiot, right? This is your opportunity.
Wow.
He's trying to get the bad shot again.
Tell the secret cyber psycho that he fucked up. Right.
Not sure what I did to you, kid, but all right. So I'm gonna turn the elevator on so somebody can go up there, and one of them can come back down here. Right?
Exactly.
All right.
It's like the fucking Three Stooges, I swear to God.
It is getting that way. So yeah, he turns the elevator back on for you.
Oh, Jesus.
Alright, and I guess Sky just sends Paul a text letting him know elevator's good to go.
So Paul, again, he leaves Ring at the kind of observation point that they're at. He heads back in the elevator, heads all the way down to the first floor, to the lobby. Once he gets down there, he punches in the code for the bunker and heads down there. He pops it open. And as he steps out, he kind of stops. He stares. He looks back at the at the elevator, and he stands there for a minute. And he kind of shakes his head, walks basically back into the med bay, and he's like, "All right, you finished with him, Doc?"
Scotty's not in the med bay, remember?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Never
that
mind.
would-
So he walks back. So never mind. He doesn't walk into the med bay. He walks into the main area where Sawyer's made his little technological den. He looks at Scott. He's like, "So you patched up? You good to go?"
Think so. Doc ran some tests on me. Just trying to get some medical info and also hopefully try to figure out whatever type of shit that Bureau got installed in us.
That's fucking fair. I never thought to do that. Well, never really had a med tech to do it.
Speaking of
Probably
things you didn't think about, why are we locking the elevator? Chances are, whoever that might or might not even still be tracking us doesn't even know the code. They would be able to do shit with it. Right?
I realized that on my way down. It's probably from a lack of beer. Yeah. Yeah, never mind that.
Right. Okay. And I
So-
guess Scotty, while waiting on Paul, probably got himself geared up so he can go switch places.
Yep. So Paul kind of walks from there into the. Well, before he does, he actually looks at Sawyer. So you got them cameras up yet, man? Or are you still working on that?
Yeah, I got the cameras.
All right. Let's see. So he.
Don't know what I'm looking for.
Okay. So basically, where does he?
So you see
have the cameras
several
up.
of the other monitors are now working.
Okay.
It looks like he's got 5 cameras, or he's got 5 monitors going, and each one is split into like 6 cameras. So there's quite a few cameras.
About 30 cameras. So Paul's looking at all of them. Where he's kind of systematically going from one to the other, and he does this a number of times. And
So most of them are inside the building, hallways, different places inside the building. This building actually has like some small stores and whatnot inside of it. So you see people. It is actually a active hotel. Not just you guys are here.
yeah.
And there's one monitor that has 6 cameras for the outside of the building. 2 of them are facing the street in front of the building. And that's active, busy, traffic going by, people up and down the street walking. You see, a couple of police officers across the street kind of doing their thing, like beat cops. There's 2 in the back of the building where you see loading docks, the trash pickup area, which is completely buried in garbage. Nothing of significance back there. You see one guy back there. Looks like a homeless guy basically. He's kind of sitting down next to one of the dumpsters, just kind of sitting there. Looks like maybe he's got a bottle of something next to him, a bag, like a pack on this side over here.
He's got Guinness.
And then there's 2 moving cameras that are actually watching the sides of the building. Nothing that catches your attention going on out there.
Okay. As Paul's kind of watching these things, he's like, he looks over at Sawyer. He's like, keep an eye on that guy right there, and
So just to be clear, you want me to watch the homeless guy? I just want to know, man.
I want you to watch everything, but yes, keep an eye on him. If he moves, let me know. I mean, Scotty did bring up a good point. Whoever's tailing us, if they did manage to continue to track us here, they can't really get into the bunker without the passcode.
Maybe he's got the body in that bag. What's that he's drinking? Maybe that's a Guinness. So he might have the body in the bag and he's drinking your Guinness. We might have
Gotta
caught
go
our
after
culprit.
him.
It's at that point when Paul looks at him and kind of taps the shotgun that he's holding in his hand.
I'm just having a little fun with you, man. I'll watch. I'll keep my eye on the the homeless guy.
Just watch the camera, Sawyer. Fucking shoot some more.
You wanna let that little Miss Doctor in there know that she's gonna have to wait for what she wanted, because I gotta watch this guy.
What did she want anyway?
She wants some sort of medical records or something. Admin access.
Can you get that for us?
Maybe.
All right. Well,
The other one wants me to open that door in there, just like you.
yeah. Well, that we're gonna have to hold off on that one because it didn't really go so well last time. So
The ratty one there, he's the only one that makes any sense, but he, he tried to get me to say that stuff to you about the elevator thing.
Paul just laughs. It's like, look, you're doing a good job, man. Just keep an eye on the cameras. If anything looks kind of out of place, anybody you see coming back, looking like they're staking the place out, or anyone showing up in multiple camera shots, just let me know.
Yeah, all right.
And he walks off to the med bay at this point.
All right, so you head into the med bay. Scotty, are you still in the med bay?
No, I think at this point, Scotty's already gone up to the roof with Ring.
All right. So why don't we move up to the roof with Ring quickly and see what's going on up there?
She's just keeping an eye on things through her scope. She'll kind of look over when Scotty gets up there. So what's Crazy Psycho Doc want?
She's running some tests and stuff, trying to get some medical info, as well as hopefully trying to pin down whatever kind of tech the Bureau got installed in us.
Okay, well, she can have fun using you two, because, fuck it if she's coming here with me with needles.
You don't like needles?
Bitch, I got shot at for years. No, I don't like needles.
He's like kind of standing there. He also kind of looks like a little flabbergasted. He's like, you always come off such a badass bitch. But needles? Really?
She's just gonna look at him and go, kid, I'm holding a fucking sniper rifle. You really want to test me right now? Do you know what a sniper rifle does at close range?
Misses a lot.
It's like, I know what it can do. Also know, not the best at close range, but whatever. I'm not looking to fight. Obviously, I'm just surprised. But you know what? If you don't want to do it, that's a conversation for you to have with the doc. You know how she gets when she gets in her bossy phase.
Yeah, and she can put her big girl panties on just like everybody else.
Right. Okay. So, notice anything out here yet?
Nope. She'll go back and she'll go back to watching through the scope.
Okay.
And I have other reasons for not liking needles.
Okay. Well. Anyway. Yeah, I guess, Scotty's just kind of like... Scotty's just kind of looking out as well. I guess he probably doesn't see a whole lot. He's just kind of...
It's a big building, so I mean, if you guys are close enough that you're chatting, I'm going to say you're both probably overlooking the front of the building, kind of the street below you. The building's 15 floors high, so I mean, you're up in the air quite a ways.
All right.
People look like ants down there.
All right. And I'm trying to remember the description of that person that we dealt with last time. Then they have like a kind of a coat with a hood pulled over so we couldn't see their face, and didn't they have like some sort of like boots?
Mhm.
Okay, so Scotty kind of just passes on that description to Ring. It's like, that's the person that was following us. Never got a good look at her face, but yeah, definitely not someone we want to fuck with if we don't have to.
She'll just kind of give him a thumbs up as she keeps her focus through the scope.
All right. And back inside quick here. So we can see what the good doctor is doing.
Does that mean Paul is in the med bay?
Paul is in the
Yes.
med bay.
Alright, Amethyst is going to explain to him.
Ready for his prostate exam now.
She's going to explain to him that she has no medical records on anyone aside from stuff that she's done. And if... She's basically going to be like, Scotty suspects that, Sebastian's done something to everyone. But according to what Sawyer says, whatever that is, he hasn't done it to me. So I want to get a baseline scan and understanding of you, Ring, Scotty, and myself, so I can compare all of that info and see if I can pinpoint what it is that's been done to you guys.
It's a fair point. The kid's probably right. I'm starting to have my misgivings about this whole fucking situation my damn self. So yeah, do whatever you gotta do, Doc. While he's sitting there, he lights up a smoke and just kind of just sits there.
And she goes,
He
"Well,
looks
first-"
he looks actually tired.
She goes, "The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw some blood. And the next thing is I'm gonna have you basically get undressed and do some x-rays and MRI, do an MRI scan on you as well. So I can
All right.
see everything from an imaging standpoint," she emphasizes.
Yeah. Whatever. I don't care.
Okay.
He doesn't
she-
give a shit.
She starts with the blood draw first, takes a few vials, and then has him undressed so that way she can do the scans. And
Strips down, no problem.
she
Yeah, to show he's like, normally I'd charge for this.
goes, "Oh, well, I'm the doctor. I get to see everything no matter what."
She's liking this way too much.
Yes, I'm having way too much fun with this.
I mean, she's showing no indication that she's liking this, but perks of being a doctor, I guess.
So while this is going on down in the hive, Scotty and Harper, I'm gonna have you two roll perception for me, please. Go ahead, Amethyst. You can keep going.
Well, no, she just, she does the blood draw, then she does the scans. She marked all of Scotty's stuff with his name, and then now that she's getting the blood vials of Paul, she's marking those, and then the scans that she gets as well, she's making sure his name is on them, and the date that she does it, all the basic data information. And then after she's done with the scans, she tells him to get dressed, and once he's dressed, she gets a dental mold imprint of his teeth, essentially. And once that mold solidifies, she also labels that as Paul's as well. And she sets those aside, and then when she's done, she looks at Paul. She's like, "All right, now I need Ring. I need to get her info put together, and then since Sawyer's down here with me, I'll just do his last."
All right.
So out of the other room, you two hear, "Hey, what? All right, what the hell here? I think I got something."
So Paul kind of he shoots back in there. He's dressed now and everything. He kind of shoots. What do you got? What do you got?
Well, look here. See there?
He points
And he
to
kinda
the
looks
points
where
to the
he's pointing
camera
at.
where the homeless guy was at.
Yeah.
He's gone.
Did you see where he went? Did he head
Nah,
into the?
that guy's fast, man. I tell you, I looked over here at this thing, over here at this other camera for a second, like not even like a tenth of a second. You know, it was like blinking your eyes, and suddenly he was gone, bag and all. Just sorry, buddy. I mean, there goes your Foster's. I don't know.
All right. Well, thanks for catching it. You stay here with the doc. And he as Paul's walking back to the elevator, he's texting Scotty to basically tell him. So in relation to the front side of the building, where is? I'm assuming the guy was on the back side of the building.
Yes.
All right. He's like he basically, he actually looks at the phone. He presses call and calls Scotty's number. He kind of just waits for a second. Does it start ringing at all?
Scotty, your wonderful Nokia phone starts doing this weird little tune. It's like, you it's this odd little tune, like a
It's like, is that? He kept fished out of his pocket. It's like, oh, that's what the ringtone is. Okay. He just clicks answers like, hey.
Yeah, look, fuck, it's weird. Anyway, so backside of the building, there was a homeless guy who was there. The cameras, he's not there anymore. Can you get eyes on him?
A homeless guy.
Yes.
He probably just went somewhere else for.
Shut up. Get eyes on him.
Okay. He kind of hangs up and looks over at Ring. It's like, in the back alley, right behind the building. Apparently, we're looking for a homeless guy.
I mean, not unusual for people to hide that way. Okay. And she'll move over towards the back alleyway, kind of get set up where she can kind of get an angle on, kind of get a good sight line.
Okay, for the back of the building. All right, so I need both of you to roll perception for me again.
All right.
17.
Also 17.
All right,
but you guys
so
have +2s to use as well.
you do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm
use
gonna
them?
use one of my. I'm gonna use one to give me a 19.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do it since I almost forgot we had them because I think it was from Insomnia at the start of the start of the session.
Yes.
He
Have
hit
so long.
everybody up.
All right, so that brings your roll to a 19. All right, so I am going to start off with Ring. Ring, as you're moving to the back of the building, some movement kind of catches your peripheral vision. And kind of off to the left. It's a good distance away from you. I would say it's probably 100 feet, and it's up above you more is what looks like a drone.
She's gonna kind of turn the rifle, see if she can use the scope to kind of look through and see. Did you say they had a drone or something like that followed y'all?
Yep.
And as she asks you that question, Scotty, you also see this drone.
I could have sworn Paul shot it down. They have another one? Fuck's sake.
Yeah, why don't you tell Mr. Raiden we got trouble incoming?
We're going to stop right there and take a little break. And when we come back, then we'll continue on with this second piece here. When you guys get back, I am going to have you roll evasion, both of you. So, see you in about 10 minutes.
All right.
All right.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right, stick with us. Stick with us, folks. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. Just taking a short get up and stretch the legs break here. So please do grab yourself something to drink or, whatever you need to do for the next 10 minutes and enjoy the music. We'll be right back.
Good morning, night city, a day in the life. I was on my own, catching a ride with the lady. Her hair hangs down past her thighs, blue and pistol shit. Satisfies, leather jacket, zipped up tight. Big ones coming, look for lost and found. Iron gleams, bright and night city, where your appetite weighs you out your sunrise. She pulls my trigger, got me up alright. It's a danger pretty here in night city. Here in night city, got me up alright. Here in night city. The way you chase and tease me, get me up so high. We're on the rooftop and you don't compromise. Too many hollow, empty bodies lying around my street. Don't testify. You got to whisper now on your arm, and so we keep on moving. Gotta take it slow. No, she pulls my trigger, got me up alright. It's a danger pretty here in our city. She pulls my trigger, got me up alright. It's a danger pretty here in our city. Here in our city, got me up alright. Here in our city. She pulls my trigger, got me up alright. It's a danger pretty here in our city. We lost everything. We had to pay the price. There's a canvas with two faces of fallen angels who loved and lost. It was a passion for the ages, but in the end, guess we paid the cost. A thing of beauty, I know, will never fade away. What you did to me, I know. Said what you had to say, but a thing of beauty will never fade away. Will never fade away. I see your eyes, I know you see
8-ball not working?
8-ball is not working. How about that? It does not want to play today.
Well, that's just rude.
That quote, though.
I like the quote. I like the quotes. Quotes are good.
Yeah, just that particular one. Ouch.
Which
Yes.
Looking chaps.
Let's see if there's another one. Actually, there's a whole bunch of them, but go ahead and play with them if you like. All right, so welcome back, everybody. We are going to get right into doing something a little more exciting here. We've done a lot of RP this evening, so I think Paul was itching for a fight, and we have people on the roof who are about to get one. So if you two wouldn't mind, roll me your evasion.
All right. Ooh, I got a 23.
23.
I'm gonna use my last +2 because I just got a 14.
Okay, that will bring you up to a 16. Is that your final answer? I feel like I'm playing Jeopardy.
You know what? I'll go ahead and use 2 luck and put me at an 18.
Okay. 2 luck to put you at an 18. All right. So, Scotty, Ring.
She has a 20 now, actually.
Oh, I see how it goes. Uh-huh. my players, I tell you. Anybody can actually use those commands, so you're good. As long as you got points, you can go ahead and use them. All right, so this drone, the two of you see, it responds to you actually looking at it and begins firing on you. Oddly enough, it's just a small drone, but it begins firing on both of you. You would say probably like 22 caliber bullets, but it auto fires on both of you, and misses both of you. Scotty just got a new +2, so
Keep
For
that in the
later.
pocket.
For later.
later. All right, so you can respond to this. Tell me, you both managed to. Ring just barely manages to dodge out of the way. Scotty, you
Scotty
avoid it.
scurries away.
Scurries. I love your choice of
Feel
words.
like a rat. Like a fucking rat.
All
She's
right.
gonna drop down and kind of get the wind knocked out of her, trying to get the hell out of the way.
Go ahead and roll me an initiative.
All right. Oof. That's a 6 initiative.
17.
Okay. So,
Oh, I have a question. Real
Yeah,
quick.
go for it.
Since it technically hasn't been that long of a time since Scotty and Paul's mission,
Yep.
is Scotty's armor and HP still at where it was before?
You didn't change when you went downstairs, or you did change?
Yeah, he's in
Because you took
scrubs.
all the
Yeah.
old stuff off, or I'm pretty sure you didn't go to the
he
roof
took
and
the old
scrubs.
stuff off. No, he geared up before he came
Yeah.
up here.
Oh,
Okay. 6. All right, so you have fresh armor.
Okay.
Ring. After you dodge out of the way of this thing grunting to the roof, you get to go first.
Yeah, she is gonna quickly try to get set up for the sniper rifle and try to take a shot.
All right, I will give you that opportunity. You're basically just doing a snap fire on this thing,
Okay.
but go for it. Roll away.
Which one?
That I believe sniper rifles are shoulder.
Shoulder arms. Yep.
Oh, 12.
Okay, and you miss. So your quick shot, and this thing is nimble and fast. It just kind of swerves out of the way really quickly.
And she's still out of breath, so makes sense.
I'm not going to count that the actual get up as an action, since you went ahead and took the shot. That's your action. I will give you. Do you want to move? Try to find some cover or something.
Yeah,
maybe?
she's gonna move and try to find some cover where she can still set up and kind of focus the shot a little bit better.
Okay, there are air conditioning vents. There's a little shack with a door basically up here to access for the roof. I'm gonna say you get behind one of the air conditioning vents.
Yep.
Okay, Scotty.
I think first thing Scotty's going to do is that he's going to run for cover. Yeah,
Okay.
I guess behind some of those AC units or whatever. And he's going to send a group text message to the others.
All right, what does that say?
Pretty much, we got an armed drone firing on us from above.
All right, with that, we'll switch over to Paul and Amethyst. You guys just get this text back from Scotty.
Paul kind of looks down on it, and he's like, "Oh fuck! All right,
Hey, something's going on the roof.
am I good to go?" He looks over at Amethyst.
She nods and she's like, "Yep. Do you need me up there?"
Maybe. Stand by. So he runs back into the main area where Sawyer's at, and he's like, "All right, what do we got?"
I don't have a camera up there, but I'm pretty sure I seen some muzzle flare in one of the in one of these cameras.
All right. He runs back. He snatches what's her face's phone out of her hand, hands it to Sawyer. He's like, "All right, you're gonna be our eyes and ears while we're out, because you are not connected to our comms. We're gonna need to fix that. You know how to work one of these? Seem older than I am, so I'm pretty sure you do."
One of what?
He hands him the Nokia cell phone.
A phone? Of course I know how to work. What the fuck do you think I am? I don't know how to work a phone.
All right, just where you're
Amethyst walks in and she goes, "Of course he does. He's a dinosaur."
Again, keep us surprised. I'm at topside
I kind of think I like her less than I like you.
That's saying a lot considering I shot you. So
She looks at Paul and she goes, "Yeah or nay on me up there?"
Yeah, we're gonna probably need you up there. Get kitted out. Sawyer, I'm gonna rig the elevator.
Wait. Is anybody else here a doctor?
Nope, just her.
Good. Take her with you.
Yep. So he's like, "All right, I'm gonna rig the elevator just in case they get down here. You know how to handle yourself in a fight?"
Fight? I'm a lover, man, not a fighter.
Well, if they get down here, you better know how to fucking shoot. There's an armory. I'm pretty sure you've seen it wandering around here. Get whatever gear you need from there. And when he turns around, he's like, "I'm gonna rig the elevator with a bit of a surprise. It's gonna be on you to undo it when we come back down, but only do it after you receive word that we're actually heading down and not somebody else."
All right.
So he goes back. He actually goes into the armory and grabs a pair of flashbangs, and he basically he tells he calls the elevator down, tells Amethyst to get in there, and a bunch of subs. Sweet. Anyway, he basically takes his boot knife, jams it in the elevator door to kind of hold it open. And he sets it up basically that when the elevator door opens again, it pulls the pin on both those flashbangs. So he kind of ducks underneath his little contraption, pulls his boot knife, and calls the elevator up to the roof, or sends the elevator up to the roof. And he's kitted out. He has his sidearm and a shotgun and everything.
Okay. And off to the roof, or where are you headed to?
Amethyst is like, she follows after him. She mirrors
See?
what he does. She takes 2 flashbangs as well, and she grabs her rifle and her Colt and gets her armor on and heads up there.
So he looks at her. He's like, "You're going up to the roof. I'm going to the first floor."
She also has prepared, healing stuff.
Yep.
Healing
So
stuff?
he's
Okay.
speed heals. I think is what the word
Speed
she was looking for.
heals, as well as gauze, as well as everything that would be in a med tech bag. She has it all. Like she's
So
ready.
he sends her up to the roof. He actually gets off on the first floor, and
Okay.
he's going to make his way towards the back side of the building, towards that loading dock.
She is following him. Like I said, she's mirroring everything he does. She mirrors.
No, he sent her to the roof.
He did? I didn't hear that.
Yes, he sent her to the roof just in case they get shot up.
So let's pause for a second. Amethyst, where are you going? You're mirroring everything that he does?
Apparently, he told her to go to the roof. She will argue with him.
Okay.
Like, I am medic, not combat. There's a difference.
Yeah, while they got 2 people topside who are getting shot at by a drone. Go help them. Not saying you have to fight, just saying you have to bandage them up when they get shot. Meanwhile, I'm gonna go look for a homeless guy.
I like the assumption that they're going to get shot. That's fantastic.
I know you all enough.
She's gonna be like, that's very low of you to think that they can't not get shot. But fine, whatever.
All right. Scotty, odd or even?
Even Steven.
This, my friend, is the one time that your philosophy about what is canon and what is not canon may have just worked against you.
Oh
I
god.
don't know.
Oh no.
First of all, how dare you for whatever it is you're about to do.
Roll evasion, buddy.
Wait. Wait,
Wait, what?
are you sullying the sanctity of even Steven right now?
Yes, he is.
No, I'm
Do
not
just
it.
know that
sullying
you
the
will
sanctity
one
of
day
even
Do
Steven.
it.
Just know that you will one day be punished for your actions.
Do it. Do it.
And I never will because I rolled a nat 20 or nat 10.
The faith. That's karma right there. Even Steven
So that
getting
is-
his retribution.
So that is a 31.
Wow.
Very nice.
So it is.
Wow. Are you gonna take that line down, Greg?
So ring, odd or even?
Even Steven.
Okay.
That's another even.
What the frick?
So this drone buzzes around the HAVAC unit, the air conditioning unit that you duck down behind, Scotty. So you send your text, and you just barely catch the movement from behind you when it opens fire on you. And tell us what happened.
I guess he finishes the text and just looks up and sees like the barrel like pointing straight at him. He goes, "Oh shit!" He just kind of does like a mad dive over to the side in order to just not get turned into absolute Swiss cheese.
Okay, roll an athletics check for me, please.
Oh, you're trying. You are trying.
I'm
All
not
right, athletics.
What am I trying?
I rolled a 19.
Okay. So you drop your phone when you dive out of the way.
It's a Nokia. It's fine.
Pretty sure you hurt the floor more than the Nokia.
Exactly.
You hear this thing open fire again off to your left, and you see Scotty go diving, and you see his phone go skittering across the roof. You're up.
So it's behind her right now?
Kind of off to your left.
Okay. She is going to kind of move around the air conditioning unit, trying to keep the air conditioning unit between her and it.
Okay.
And then if she's able to, she's going to try to take another shot at it.
Go for it.
And she's going to miss horribly.
Oh no.
Like horribly.
Yeah. So, you line up to take that shot, and your gun jams. So, you want to paint that picture for us? You do get behind the air conditioning unit, by the way.
She goes to get behind, and she goes to aim and focus, and goes to pull the trigger, and just hears the as it jams up. She's like, "Motherfucking shit!"
Scotty.
I guess, let's see. Scotty's going to, guess he's going to try to take some new cover, as, if that'll even do anything, given how, maneuverable this thing is. But
Go for it.
Give it a try anyway.
Okay.
And then, he's going to pull out his, handgun and, take some shots at the thing.
Go for it.
Alright, so first shot is a 19. I'm actually going to use one of my +2s to turn that into a 21.
Okay. Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Miss.
Damn. And second shot, a 16.
You need a 25 to hit this thing.
25? Okay, I don't think I'm going to be able to hit that thing with my skills then.
Okay.
25.
25. So you missed twice. I assume you're just taking cover at this point?
Yeah.
All right. And Amethyst, roll initiative for me, please.
Does he look like a fish?
Who did that? Ah, there you go. Is Amethyst there?
She is not there.
Okay, so that's all right. We will come back to that. All right, so this thing is... I'm going to move down to you, Paul. So you're proceeding to the back of the building?
Yep. Yeah, he's
Okay.
headed to basically that area where the homeless gentleman disappeared from.
All right. Fairly easy to get to the back of the building. You roll perception for me quick as you get outside.
I gotcha. I'm going to use one of my +2s for that and make that a 17.
Okay, I am going to give you... when you come out the door, you're looking like towards where that guy would have been. I'm going to have you roll evasion, give yourself a +2.
All right. Alright, so that'll be an 18.
All right, and you hear a as a bullet whizzes by you.
So does he kind of know the direction of where that bullet came from based on where it impacted?
Yes. You're actually looking off to your left, and this one came from your right.
So he whips around. The shotgun comes up, and he does take a second to PID his hopefully the guy that shot him. What does he see?
Due to your perception check fail, you don't see anything.
Okay. So he moves over into kind of based on where he's at. Is he like kind of in the loading area?
Yes.
Is there
Okay.
any cover?
So when you come out that back door, there are docks to your right that are lowered down, so they're not at street level. There's like a ramp that backs down to these docks.
Gotcha.
And there's a wall on the right side that kind of runs along the street level alley that's there.
Uh-huh.
There's an access road that runs behind the building. Probably got about 70 feet, maybe 80 feet there. So it's wide enough area for large trucks to pull in and up to these dock doors.
Gotcha.
And then off to the left is basically the refuse and recycling areas for the building and whatnot. All you know at this point is that shot came from the right, and it hit the building behind you.
So it came off from the loading area, based off of that orientation.
In that general direction, maybe not directly to your right, though.
Okay, so he's gonna hug. So it came from over his shoulder or from in front of him towards.
In front of you, yeah.
Okay, so he's gonna move. He's actually gonna move over to the left and kind of hug that whatever piece of cover is near there.
So when you come out the door, there's a stoop there with stairs that lead off to your left. There's probably about 5 stairs. You're on a concrete stoop with metal railing that goes around.
Okay.
The railing itself is like just pipe railing, so it's not really going to give you any cover.
Yep. So yeah, he's gonna move kind of. Is it going up or going down?
It's going down.
All right. So he's gonna go down with it, and he's gonna kind of hug that wall.
Okay. Roll an initiative for me, please.
I can do that. That is going to be a 12.
Wow, you and Amethyst got the same initiative. Okay. Perfect. So now I am... Alright. Now I'm going to move back up to the top. We'll run down this initiative order, so we're going to kind of jump a little bit back and forth between these two groups. One in the back of the building and one on the roof. This time it's your turn, Ring. High or low? Or I mean, odd or even?
Even Steven.
Oh. It helps if I type it in the right spot. Okay. Well, Scotty. You dive out of the way, you find yourself some cover. Odd or even, buddy?
Even Steven. It will never change.
Okay. If it's even, this thing has 2 targets right now. You and your phone. If it's even, what happens?
You assume the drone has the power to destroy a Nokia.
I say let audience decide.
Ooh, that would be interesting. That would be pretty.
I mean, I'll say if it's even, it goes for the Nokia. it will make its vain attempt to destroy Nokia.
And if it's odd, it goes for you.
Yep. I'm fine with that.
It is even.
Go ahead and make its vain attempt.
I already did, and you no longer have a phone, so minus that off your inventory.
What?
It
Yeah,
destroyed the Nokia.
the Nokia is not as invulnerable as you once believed. It does have a bane. Ring.
Bullets.
Ring, you are up.
The Nokia is no existy.
Yeah, Nokia's gone. This thing shoots the phone.
She's cursing under her breath as she's trying to unjam her gun.
Okay. So you're going to use your action to unjam your gun?
Yep.
Are you going to move from your location of cover?
Not,
No, you're going to stay there?
I was to say, if she can tell that she's good where she's at, she's staying put.
Well, it kind of looks like this thing is honing in on Scotty, which is still kind of off to your left. It just shot up his phone, so it is acting with some sense of intelligence.
She'll move if just again to make sure that she's keeping that the air conditioner unit between her and it.
Okay. Paul.
Yo.
So somebody just took a pot, something. I mean, bullets don't come out of nowhere. So.
Are you sure about that?
Well, I'm not really. I'm not.
There's sworn there's like a whole bunch of people who believe they do.
FBI.
ATF.
Yeah. So Paul's moving down the stairs, or rather down that pathway after heading down the stairs, and he's kind of just looking. He's keeping his he's kind of moving his weapon, the muzzle of the shotgun, from straight in front of him to up towards the kind of that, I guess, ledge to his right.
Okay. And I'm going to have you roll perception check for me again.
I can do that. Tis a 19.
All right. So as you're coming, so you're coming down the steps and then going across the dock area, is what I'm understanding, to move to that ledge on the other side. Mm-hmm. And as you do that, somebody gives you a +2. So as you do that, you notice off to your left, as you're coming across to that wall, you notice kind of up in the building behind this one, which is it's not as high as the building that you guys are in. It's maybe 4 stories high. On the 3rd floor, there's an open window, which is weird because most of the windows in this building, in this area of the city, are secure windows. But this one has an open window. And you can tell because there's a faint breeze, so you can kind of see a curtain in there that flutters.
Huh. Kind of Paul, he's like, oh, fuck, okay. Shit. So he kind of sends out another group text heading to the building, basically potential shooter in the building behind us, heading in that direction. So he moves. He moves from where he's at. He's kind of heading towards, that the back of that building to kind of look for a way in, an open door, a dock area, something like that.
Okay, we'll come to that in just a moment. Amethyst. So you reach the roof. The elevators in this building don't actually go to the roof. You actually have to take some stairs to get up to the roof. You get up there, and there's a security door up there, which looks like it only opens from the inside. From what you can tell, it's got a lever push bar on it. You push the bar to open the door, and you immediately hear gunfire, and it's close.
like rapid fire. Small caliber. And as you open that door, you see directly in front of you something hovering in the air. And it spins around, looking or pointing directly at you.
She's gonna auto fire her assault rifle at it.
Okay, go for it.
Nat 10. I'm gonna add my +2 to that. So that's a 25.
All right.
Yeah, it's 25.
You
I don't know how to do auto fire, so
you're good. So I'll explain it to you really quickly. The roll's already there for you. So auto fire works this way: you roll a 2d6 for the damage, and then you have a modifier that is based on how much you beat the other roll. Okay. These two are both of these are a 25. So the defense is a 25 and the attack is a 25. However, someone just gave you a +2, which gives you a 27. which means you hit. Okay. So at a 27, I'm gonna go ahead and give you a ×2 multiplier on that. So
can I just add 2 more luck to that to make that a 29?
Okay. All right. Make sure you mark that you burnt your luck.
Okay.
Okay. So
Make
add
that
a
29.
add a 29, then you now have a ×4. So you take that 5 that you rolled ×4, which gives you 20 points of damage. Mm-hmm. And so is that's the final answer? Then you don't want to burn anything else.
Unless someone else wants to give me a +2 real quick.
So they're gonna have to be really quick because I'm gonna move past this. All right. So at 20 points of damage, all right, you hit this thing. It doesn't destroy it, but it definitely when you hit it, you see like some sparks fly from it. I'm gonna let you go ahead and describe this. You don't take it out, but you hit it good.
Okay, so she opens the door, she hears all those sounds, she's like, I'm gonna shoot Paul, and then she sees the drone, and she's like, shit! And then, just like, her other mind takes over. Her combat prowess out of nowhere comes out, and the drone changes from a drone to Paul's head, and she flips on her auto switch and opens fire.
A lot of Paul hate going on today.
I was gonna say, you can just feel the love in this group, can't you?
Man.
And she sees the sparks flying out of the floating Paul cyber head, and she's just like, oh, I hit it. And then she realizes that it's not down yet and it's not dead. It's still pointing at her. So she is going to look around and actively take cover as she like mumbles out loud for those nearby. I hit it, guys. I hit it. It's not dead, but I hit it.
Okay.
Congratulations. Now do it again.
So Scotty,
the adrenaline is pumping through this doctor's system, and she has no idea how to handle it.
Little Miss Academic here just hit the stealthy drone that you like missed by a mile, brother.
Scotty's not a shooter, all right.
He's a talker.
And our resident solo over there jammed her gun up and completely missed it too. I mean,
Her backstory says snipers. The dice don't.
The dice sometimes don't.
so
like
so
you, I
Scotty,
guess.
you're up, man. I don't cry, okay? Your Nokia is gone, but it's still there, just pieces of it. So
That's okay. Paul gave Scotty a second phone, so he's still got another one. But based on the way you were describing it, is the thing kind of floating low right now?
yeah, it's maybe 15, 20 feet off the top of the roof. I mean, it's down reasonably close to you guys. Not close enough that you could, just walk up to it and swing at it with your bat, if that's what you have in mind. But you could be creative with that if you want to.
Well, I mean, I don't think there's any way Scotty's going to be getting himself up that high. Unless there's like...
Challenge
something
accepted.
for him to be able to climb and jump off of. Like,
Like
I don't know.
Air
like,
conditioning unit, maybe?
Unit?
yeah, because with the 25, he's not going to be able to shoot that thing. Like that's just how it is. So is there any at all possible way for me to be able to hit that thing with a melee weapon?
I'm just going to say, are you going to try?
I mean, is there something I could climb and jump off of?
Like an air conditioning unit?
I guess if that's able to give him enough height, I guess.
Well, I mean, they stand like, even the small ones are like 2.5, 3 feet off the ground. So, and these are, I mean, this is a 15-story building with a lot of rooms that are air conditioned. So these are big units.
These are the industrial size units, I guess.
They're not big enough. The ones that you're by, there's big units up here, but the ones you're by are not big enough that I'm gonna. You will have to burn your movement, but I'm not gonna make you burn your action to do this. You can still get an action in there if you want to try to hit this thing.
Okay, that's what he's gonna do then.
I want to see the flying mongoose thing going.
He's gonna get shot in midair.
Look, it's literally the only thing I could do right now.
Okay.
So yeah, Scotty's gonna climb up and pull out his bat. He jumps off the AC unit, the bat raised up high. If it were in slow motion, this would look really cool, and it might be ruined depending on the roll. We'll see.
Let's see. It could look really cool, or it could be like a jackass moment, maybe.
Probably. That's probably what's gonna happen. Unless those shots it took from Amethyst really destabilized it, so it's easier to hit. Where's my bat? Okay. No, that is a nat one that I just rolled.
Man.
Yeah, I think that qualifies as a jackass moment, man. So,
Man,
why don't
poor
you tell us?
Scotty.
You obviously missed. Your bat can't jam, but this is. You can tell us what happened here, brother.
So yeah, Scotty climbs up one of the larger AC units, and he leaps off of it. Everything goes slow motion. It looks really cool as it looks like he's kind of reaching towards the drone and about to smack it, and then he just drops. Man just drops.
Roll me an athletics check, brother.
All right. Athletics. 13. I'm gonna add my +2 and 2 luck to make that into a 17.
Okay. All right, you have no more +2s left, but you do manage to avoid taking fall damage. So, There's a plus for that.
That's
Yeah.
always a positive.
All right. And with that, it is its turn. Amethyst. Odd or even?
Even.
All right. So, if it's even, you are not the target. But I'll let you pick the target. It's odd.
Oh boy.
All right. So, what I'm going to do here is I am going to have you... So, you shoot this thing, okay? You see sparks fly from it. You see, as you're taking cover, you see the rat do some weird acrobatics thing and fall on the roof. And this thing kind of hones in on you. It looks like it's having a little trouble stabilizing itself. But you see something drop down underneath it and shoot towards you into the doorway. I'm going to have you roll evasion for me.
There it is. Nat 10, baby.
Wow. Okay.
That is a 33.
All right. So with that nat 10, I'm going to say that you are able to you have to run out of the door that you're hiding inside the top of the stairwell. And this thing just launched a small warhead in here. That little shack where the top of the staircase is at is blown up. Right. But you managed to run out of there and escape getting hurt miraculously. Tell us what that looks like. Where do you end up?
This is like your most epic Hollywood action movie you could ever imagine. It was a John Wick moment of her just running out that door, just pulling to the side. If anyone's seen the most recent Transformers movie with the Maximals, that was hilarious because it was like she was just looking to the side, saying the F word as she sees the missile go by, and she just jumps behind something on the roof. I don't know what's on the roof. One of the other air vac things, maybe.
Okay. Yep.
And then the where she was is now exploded and all in flames. And she is like hunched over, just hiding her head, and just keeps mumbling to herself, I'm gonna kill him, I'm gonna kill him, I'm gonna kill him.
All right. So, Paul, as you are moving your way tactically across this service road, you hear it obviously in the distance at this point, but you hear an explosion. Sounds like up on the roof.
Paul he clocks it. He kind of takes a quick glance, but he's continued to go. Also, yeah, I think you skipped Ring's turn, by the way.
But no, I'm coming back to it. You're good.
Oh, okay. But yeah, he kind of clocks it. He shoots a quick glance over his shoulder, but he continues kind of towards the back of that building, looking for a way in.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have you roll... let's roll perception check for me real quick.
All right. 20.
So, you're good. Ring.
So
This thing just launched a missile. A small missile. I mean, it's only like that big, but it blew that building up. The rest of your team is you got Scotty, who is, I'm not sure what he's doing. He's like practicing acrobatics or something. He jumped off the top of an air conditioning unit and swung his bat at like nothing. And
it would have been really cool if the thing was like, instead of up here, like down there. Would have made, we could fix that in editing,
But yes, thanks Bernicious for the +2. I'm gonna bank that and use that for later. I have 3 currently.
Wow. So.
Wow. Where's the love for Amethyst, y'all? Or even Ring for that matter.
She got a bunch of that 10. She don't need no love.
Well, where's the love for me? I mean, come on.
Oh, you don't count.
Wow! Ouch!
I felt that one. It hurt a little. So, and as this building blows up,
Thank you.
You before the building blows up, you hear this rifle auto fire go off. You see this thing get hit right after it spins around. Sparks popping from it. Then it launches this thing, and out of nowhere you see Amethyst diving behind one of these Havoc units. Shit's crazy. What are you gonna do?
She's actually gonna drop the sniper rifle since it's starting to get in a little too close, and she's gonna pull her auto rifle around that she had on her back.
Okay, go for it. You just drop the other rifle?
Yep.
Okay. And that means you still have... There you go.
Yeah.
Good thing you got a +2 there.
Oh, no, that's gonna be enough.
Give me an odd or even.
Even, Steven.
All right. So, in this case, you expend 2 rounds of ammo, but you're able to... your weapon does actually jam, but you're able to unjam it right away. So you're not going to lose your next action.
Okay.
Getting a +2.
I swear this drone's got some plot armor. We've rolled so many nat ones trying to get the damn thing.
Except for me!
So, you can still move if you wish, Ring.
She's gonna kind of stay where she's at this time.
Okay. And Amethyst. You are up.
Well, she'll just see if she has the same luck. She'll just pop out of cover real quick, shoot at it, and then pop behind cover again, and we'll see what happens. Here's hoping. Everyone hoping. If anyone wants to give me a +2 real quick.
Gotcha,
Now's your
Prodigious.
chance. Just saying, just putting that out there.
I think you already have one from Brodesius.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 20.
All right.
And
Do you have any luck?
22.
22?
I'll put 2 luck on it, make it a 24. Anyone else want to give me another +2? Make it a nice, happy 26. I love how Aaron, Monty, and I give like each other points, but like Scotty and Paul do nothing to help the other 2.
I never give anyone points.
Brodesius, give me another one, dude. I need one more.
So you used the one you just got from Aramania?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
at 24. I just need to be at 26, I think, and then I'll be able to hit it. Woot! 26.
There you go, 26. Well, because it is damaged, you actually hit it at 22, so you have a ×4 multiplier in there.
Even better.
So you actually destroy the drone, so tell us what that looks like.
Yes! Okay, Amethyst is obviously not a combat person. She is not. She is medic doctor, okay? You put a person in front of her bleeding with holes in them, she knows what to do, she knows how to fix them. Give her a gun, and she's just like, oh God, please help. But in this case, because she went up there and she opened that door and she hit it the first time she tried, there's like adrenaline pumping in her veins, and she is like She-Hulk for like 12 seconds. And and she dodges the missile, jumps behind an HVAC thing, and she has no idea what Scotty and Ring are trying to do, but either way, she just pops up behind the thing and she just unloads like Rambo going, ah! And then the thing just kind of like I hear Rob laughing downstairs. She just like sees the thing just like jerk around and like, and then and it's just like it's twitching and it's like there's sparks coming out of it, but it's just twitching and it's just laying there. She's like, it's dead. It's dead, guys. I think it's dead. I hope it's dead. Yeah.
I'm a little sad. I got to kill a Nokia in this session. It's very
So
anticlimactic. You have 3 more for me to try to destroy, so I mean, why not? All right, guys. Actually, I think I'm gonna
counting the one Sawyer has 4.
Well, no, I think Paul gave Sawyer yours, Amethyst.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's 3.
So
Scotty
that's
said he
three.
had 2.
3.
He does
No.
have to.
Scotty had 2. Ring
Yeah.
had 1. Paul had 1, and then Sawyer has 1.
So okay.
So we're down to 4.
All right. That's more cannon fodder for me. I'm happy with that. All right, and I am actually. I think we're at time right now. We can continue and find out what happens with Paul heading into this other building. What do you guys want to do? Do you want to go ahead and do that?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. That I mean, if the group is ready or good with that, and if the crowd
Okay.
kind of wants to see Paul, see what happens to good old Paul, probably gonna die. Yeah, I'm down.
All right.
Amethyst is like
Yeah.
twitching, and anyone who's like combat experience, she kind of looks like she might go into shock. It's just the adrenaline pumping in her is like so much right now. She's just like, I don't know what to do with this.
She got
I'm
the
more worried
shakes.
about a rifle right now that she dropped.
It's like Scotty just comes up next to her, pats her on the shoulder, like, that'll do. That'll do.
That'll do, babe. That'll
That'll
do.
Wow. Okay. Hey, so Scotty, it is your turn now as well. So I mean, that's a good reaction to. Does he literally walk up and pat her on the shoulder and say, "That'll do, babe"?
Not the babe part. You know, he's not going to be that presumptuous, but yeah, he'll be like, that'll do. That'll do.
Okay.
She looks at Scotty and she goes, "Can I go back to my med bay now?"
Where's Paul?
He went off somewhere else. He told me to come up to you guys, so I did as he asked and saved your guys' asses, and now I am shaking. I haven't had my caffeine for today.
Cool. Let's go find him now.
I need caffeine.
All
You
right.
can
So
get all
you-
the coffee you want after this is over.
I can't
Come
have
on, let's
coffee.
go.
I need chocolate.
Yes, after. Let's go now. And I think actually can like the stairway down, like
Mhm.
that kind of got blown up. Like how's that looking? Are we actually stuck up here, or are we still kind of able to go around the rubble, the rubble of it a little?
Amethyst is gonna attempt to reload her weapon, but because her hands are shaking, she's having issues.
Odd or even, Scotty?
Even Steven.
Okay, so you can actually pass the stairwell.
Okay. So Sky's gonna look at the other two, goes, and say, "Looks like we can still use the stairs. Come on!" And he's gonna start heading down.
Ring?
She's kinda
Amethyst
worried.
is still over there fumbling with the magazine to try to load her gun. So
Yeah, she's gonna make sure that her sniper is okay, since she kind of dropped it during the whole scuffle. She'll make sure it's okay, and slings her auto rifle under her back, and she picks up her auto rifle or her sniper, and she's checking it over, make sure it's okay, and then kind of looks over. Is she okay over there? Whatever. And goes back to making sure her rifle's okay.
Amethyst has her rifle between her legs as she tries to get the magazine into its spot.
okay. All right. So so you two are headed on your way to Paul. So we're gonna flip over to Paul. So you find a door to get in there. The door is chained shut.
Okay. Let's see.
And this building looks like it's empty.
Sure. Are there any windows?
Mm-hmm.
Ground level?
Yep.
Are they?
They're up maybe 10, 12 feet, but they're not necessarily at ground level. But
Gotcha. Are any of them open?
no.
Okay. So Paul is going to attempt to pick the lock.
Okay, roll.
That's a whole ass 9.
You got 3 plus 2s there, my friend.
I do. So that is another 9 points to you. Sorry, 6 points. Excuse me. Math. I swear I can do it. I will use all 3 to make that a 15.
And you pick the lock.
All right, so he picks the lock, pulls the chain off. He tests the door to see if it's also locked. All right, so he pops that open.
Looks like the manual lock on these doors is the reason it was chained shut is because it's been broken into before.
Gotcha. So he opens it up as quietly as he can, and he moves clearing the room, clearing right and left. What does he see?
I'm gonna give you the chance to kind of move up a couple of floors. You on your way. It's an empty building.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
As you are coming up the stairway, you do hear some movement at the top of the stairs.
What floor?
Second floor.
So he was basically moving to the 3rd floor because that's where he saw the open window.
Mm-hmm.
So at the top of the 2nd floor.
Mm-hmm.
So going from the 1st to the 2nd floor essentially.
And you hear a voice.
All right. So he stops. But is that voice talking to him or just talking in general?
No, it's talking to you.
All right.
If you leave now, we don't have a problem.
Well, Chum, you took a shot at me. I'm pretty sure we already have problems.
Well, there's a difference between taking a shot at and actually shooting someone.
Yeah, true. I'll give you that. Pretty sure if you had meant to hit me, you probably would have.
So if you leave now, it is a male voice. If you leave now, we don't have a problem.
So I gotta ask before I make my decision. Was that your drone that might have blown up a couple people I know?
I still hear you.
Yeah, my question's still asked.
All right, how do you want to do this?
Fair enough. So Paul kind of steps out onto the landing. His shotgun's up, and what is it? I'm assuming it's the whole homeless dude or homeless guy.
A guy steps out from around the corner. Doesn't look like a homeless guy. And he is wearing essentially tactical armor. Almost the same kind of armor that you're wearing.
Huh. Paul's kind of looking him over. Like the weapon, the muzzle of the shotgun doesn't move from the target, but it does like he has it kind of right here in the T-box. He kind of dips down, so it's pointing, kind of
Well,
at this, like the guy's stern.
So when you moved out to do that, he moved out with you. So essentially, you are both standing there pointing your weapons at each other. You're relatively close to each other.
Gotcha.
So I would be very careful about what movements you make.
Okay. So yeah, he's there. I mean, they're locked on, and he's like, he notices the armor, and he's kind of takes a second. He gives him the once over.
Okay.
So who gave you your job? Who gave you your bill?
You really want to just stand here and talk?
I mean, contrary to popular belief, I don't like shooting people unless they deserve it.
Well, I think you're probably smart enough to know that I can't tell you anything. So we either start shooting or you leave.
Look, it was earned, okay? How about you give me a name? Just a name.
I'm going to have you roll for this. Paul, what skill are you using? Persuasion, possibly?
Yeah, let's see. Let's go persuasion. Yeah.
Okay.
16. And I believe I had another +2 that was given to me by Brodicious, and I'm gonna pump that up to an 18.
18. Okay.
And I'm gonna drop 2 luck in there to make that a even 20.
I'll add another +2 to that.
Okay, make it a 22.
Against a 22. Defender wins that.
Yeah, whatever that was, but yeah.
Well, that's your attempt to persuade him.
Gotcha.
So he just kind of chuckles a little bit. You really like to waste time, don't you?
He's
Hey,
in
come
his
on.
head. He's like, "Well,
come on, man. I'm going to have to shoot you, ain't I?"
I'm hoping those chuckle fucks hurry the fuck up." That's basically what he's saying to himself. If they're still breathing, that is. I mean, what would you do in my position? I mean, chances are you'd probably start shooting. See, I'm in a good mood today. I don't want to start shooting. I'm just trying to get a name, trying to figure shit out. You might be looking to do the same.
Are you feeling ill or something? I mean, you are
I don't
Paul.
know.
You are Paul, right? Raiden. All right, I'm gonna leave you right there, and we'll move over to the rest of the group, and start out with you. We'll start out with you up on the roof. Or what? Are you following along, Amethyst, or did you get your weapon under control now? Or
She got her weapon under control, and she's still shaking like a leaf, and she's following the other two, mumbling how much she wishes she was back in her med bay, and still might do that.
okay.
And they can hear her. She is speaking loud enough for them to hear her.
All right, so she's following along behind them then. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Scotty, so you hear all this mumbling and struggling with getting her weapon reloaded and whatnot, and doesn't sound like your doctor is all that pleasant or happy of a person right now. Even though she just destroyed the drone that you tried desperately to hit, and
Look, the thing had plot armor against anything myself and Ring tried to do to it. But anyway, Sky's just gonna... I guess at this point they're just kind of like rushing down the stairs and stuff. Scotty's gonna... Sorry about that. Scotty's gonna call back to her. He's like, "Hey, Amethyst, you know, you did great back there, but I need you to kind of pay attention now. Now, where did you split off from? Where'd you split off from Raiden?"
They're in the elevator, right?
no, they're in the stairs right now. Unless you guys want to take the elevator down.
She's gonna point to the elevator, and she's like, "This way." And she's gonna go into the elevator, wait for the other two to come with.
Okay.
Alright, he's going in. He's like,
By the way, he sent a group text message.
Is Ring coming?
Yes.
Okay, as soon as everyone gets in, she's gonna click on the first floor button, take the elevator down to the first floor, and once it opens, she goes, "This is where we split."
Okay.
Alright. "What direction?"
She points across in the direction that he did leave. She goes, "That way."
Ring, you can join in here anytime.
She's just following along behind him.
Okay.
She's got her sniper slung over her shoulder, and she ended up pulling her auto rifle back so that she has it. Chances are probably went after a homeless fucker at some point, I'm guessing. Or
Yeah. So I guess Scotty's gonna take off in the direction Amethyst pointed.
So, Celie, real quick. I am not feeling that great, and I really want to go to bed.
Okay.
So I'm going to have Amethyst kind of go through a semi-shock moment. She's going to be like, "I am no good to you guys in this condition.
You're
really,
fine. You're fine.
Really gotta She's gonna be like, I'm gonna head down to the med bay. Come back in one piece.
Ring will kind of wave her off and goes, by the way, don't expect to get anything from me, so have fun.
She looked at her and she goes, what do you mean?
No needles.
She goes, okay, I still need to scan you. I need to do x-rays.
And she'll just kind of
Talk about it later.
Go.
She's gonna flip her off in return. I'll get your blood another way.
That's ominous.
Right.
I thought she was in shock.
She's plotting.
Ring brings out the best in her.
Thank you very much, Amethyst. I know this we ended up going a little long for you tonight, but thank you for sticking in there as long as you did. Have a good night, and hope you're feeling better.
I will feel better in the morning.
All right.
Adios.
Yep. Bye bye.
See you next time.
All right. So we got Scotty and Ring. I assume you are both going after Paul, correct?
Yep.
All right. So I am going to move over here first to Paul really quickly. So here you two guys are. He is basically, I'm picturing it this way. He is on the landing for the 3rd floor, and you're kind of at the midway point. The staircases kind of go up, small landing, and then up again to a floor.
Okay, gotcha.
All right, so you're maybe 10 feet away from each other. I mean, you're really close, especially for, this would be point blank firing at each other if you open fire.
Yep. Yeah. And what is he rocking?
His weapon is more of a, it almost looks like a smart rifle.
Oh boy.
Not a shotgun. It is a rifle. You picture he has a sniper rifle slung over his shoulder, which looks like a large caliber weapon. The one he has is jacked into his arm. That's why it looks like it is a smart rifle. But it looks more like a P90.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
What are you doing?
Well, I don't know. What do you say, chat? Should they continue talking? Should Paul leave? Or should Paul just fucking shoot him?
I don't see Paul leaving. Paul's like the type. He's
So Brodacious just gave you a
Paul's the type
+2.
to shoot.
Shoot first, talk later. You know what, old man Karras? You right, though. What am I talking about?
This is Paul we're talking about.
Everybody shoot.
He shot people for less, and we know that for a fact.
This is true. Yeah, I've shot people for less.
Yeah, he has. For eating noodles. I mean...
And drinking his fucking beer, okay? It's not about the noodles, or just the noodles.
The only problem you're into is that this guy's for sure going to shoot back.
I mean, yeah, it's usually how it goes. So, yeah, alright, so we have a couple of +2s here. So I'm gonna roll right here. Let's see. That was a 19 plus 4. That is a 23. It looks like. Unless I'm miscounting.
Oh, you're using both of those?
Yeah, I'm just gonna use them both. Fuck it.
Okay. Shoulder arms, and you don't have that connected to a weapon?
Oh no, I click shield arms for some reason. I'll roll that damage separately
Okay.
if
All right.
if it hits.
Well,
I don't know if it hits.
go ahead and roll your damage.
All right. That is gonna be standby. That's gonna be 26 damage.
All right. Now roll me an evasion roll.
All right. Not today, Sam. I am. Not today.
All right. So, as you guys are running across the back of the building, you hear gunfire coming from roughly the third floor of the building where Paul says that there was someone. You hear the very distinct and familiar sound of Paul's shotgun going off, and then you hear burst fire coming from same place, basically. Yeah, he misses you, and you manage to hit him. Ring, you are up.
She's gonna head towards the third floor where she's hearing the fighting coming from.
All right. So you continue that way. This first round, you get inside the building, and to the stairwell.
Okay. She'll
Scotty.
kind of shout back at Scotty, motioning towards the third floor.
Yep. I guess he'll be running right alongside her,
Okay, so you're just
going
both
as fast as he can.
running along to get there. Okay. Now, that was his reaction. Now is his actual reaction. Or actual action. Sorry about that. Roll evasion, Paul.
All right. It's a 15 versus a 25.
Is that your final?
Yeah, I mean probably. I'm not gonna. That's a lot of.
Okay.
Oh, this is gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt a lot.
It is going to hurt a lot. So you both fire at each other. I mean, the moment you squeeze the trigger, you hear rounds from him flying in your direction. Somehow, miraculously, you manage to dodge those rounds. And you see him take the shot from your shotgun, blasts him. And he kind of steps back a little bit and lets off another burst at you, which actually hits you full on for 40 points of damage.
Yep.
And then he steps back into cover.
All right. So that is gonna be. Let's get out the handy dandy calculator real quick. Oof.
So, Ring, you hear another exchange. This time you might hear Paul give out a yelp. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, he's like she kind of like the sounds are kind of like you could hear kind of the wet sound of
Okay, Garrus.
bullets
Thank you.
hitting meat. And yeah, he kind of lets out a fuck, and he like basically he tucks himself into cover as well. well, where he can find it.
Ring's gonna kind of put on some speed and try to get her ass up to.
Okay, you can close the distance and get to him, which leaves you. Are you going to Raiden?
She's gonna do it smart, and she's gonna try to make sure that she can at least try to see where this guy is and not put herself in like direct line of fire.
All right, so when you come to the base of the stairs on the second floor, you can see the next set of stairs leads up about 5 feet, and you see Paul up there. And the wall behind him has just been plastered with shot. And he has been plastered with shot. So what do you look like at this moment, Paul?
Oh, well, not only just the back wall, like, there's blood splattered all over the fucking wall, and he's shot up pretty good. He's actually took a knee, and he's kind of, so he's on kind of like the middle landing between the floors, and he's kind of peeking up the stairway, kind of letting off rounds to keep the guy kind of in cover. But yeah, he's bleeding. Basically, beneath where he's kneeling, there's like blood pooling.
She's gonna call up to the other guy or whoever has been shooting. She's like, "Look, what do you want? Like, why are you here?"
Why are you here?
'Cause you shot at us. I'm assuming whatever that drone damn thing was up on the rooftop was yours.
Take your friend and go.
Okay. You leave too. We both walk away from it.
He doesn't respond.
Need to get the talker up here. Need to
I
eye dart this motherfucker.
She's gonna look at Scotty and go, "Scotty, do your thing," or "Rat, do your thing," and she's gonna try to move up and grab Paul and pull him back.
Paul's not really gonna resist at this point.
Yeah. So I guess at this point, this guy's gonna be like, say, look, I think, sorry about that. Say, look, you came at us with this shit. Now you ask us to leave? That's a little fucked up if you ask me. Now, we're willing to walk away, but that's only if you can give us your word that you're gonna fuck right the hell off and never bother us again. All right?
No response.
So, nothing, huh? You just expect us to walk away until the next time you decide to try to shoot at us? Am I talking to a corpse? Come on, man, give me something. What do you want out of this, besides us going away? What are you after that you shot at us?
Roll perception for me real quick.
Perception, or can I do human perception if this is related to him?
Human perception, sure. That'll work.
Okay. Over here. That is a 14. Not a good roll.
Yeah, that was a terrible roll. Goddamn.
Don't think
any
my
plus-
bonuses are going to be able to make up for that.
I was gonna say, so that would be give you a
You're
plus
rolling against a 24, so
24? What the hell? Yeah, I don't think I got enough bonuses for that.
Here, let me give you some, man.
No, hold on. That's like that's gonna require 10 to get up there. No, more than 10.
well, you just got.
We're gonna have to roll with this one.
Okay, so 3, 4.
Odysseus, you madman! What are you doing?
So you,
Already good. He's like,
Okay. Okay, I guess we are doing this.
Okay. Okay.
Odysseus is just gonna nuke all of his points for this. So how many bonuses do I have? Because Odysseus just gave
Well-
like 4, and I had like what 1 or 2 before that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you would
2
have
before.
6 right now.
Okay, I guess I'm using them, and that puts me at a 26. I mean, okay, Odysseus. Let's hope this was worth like nuking all your points.
Seriously, dude, you just my man's just broke down.
He wanted this more than I did.
He just spent all his street cred on this. So
This is true. You won't get it back,
here's what you get for that. I wish it was more. Scotty, you have a sneaky suspicion that you're talking to no one. You do actually hear a creak, as if someone's moving away.
I had a feeling that was gonna happen.
Scotty just looks over to the dude's like, "Motherfucker just ghosted my ass. I think he just left."
At least he didn't fucking shoot you. But to be fair, I shot him first, so I guess we're even.
I mean, I guess in all of that, he did what I asked him to do, which was we both walk away from it. Let's get Paul back into the infirmary.
Right.
Yeah. Let's get Paul back into the infirmary.
Paul does have a speed heal there.
He does actually. Yeah, he does. So
Before he gets to use that, Ring's gonna pop him upside the back of the head for going off on his own.
well, I mean, he kind of figures what it's for. He's like, well, you guys were against a drone. Apparently, a drone who had fucking explosives. So I made the right call.
There were 2 of us up there. You should have taken the doc with you. Dumbass.
Yeah, well, what happens if y'all would have got blown up? She could have
Would have
saved
been
y'all.
blown up, and you still would have had somebody with you.
Yeah, well.
Look, let's just get this dumbass back to the med bay. He kind of like gives takes one of Paul's arms, kind of lends him support.
It's like, wait.
What?
Let's go up to that room. He's beat feet. He might have left something behind for us to find.
We'll come back and look. Go.
Yeah, it might be gone. Let's go now. I'll sit here on the stairs. I'm fine. Besides, he kind of starts patting himself down, and he finds a little air hypo. Doc gave me this, so he pops it in, and he uses speed heal. So he goes back up to full health. Fake. Speed heals are
Probably close.
2 times your body stat, I believe.
Yeah, it is.
I thought it was like
Not
your body
2
plus
times
your
your-
will.
Yeah, body plus your will. Sorry.
Okay, so body plus will, almost. It is actually 24. So yeah, he's at pretty much full health.
So you use that, which stabilizes you.
Yeah.
At this point, I am going to call this. You guys can. We'll assume you search the room. See, we'll
Okay.
find out if you find anything or not.
Yeah.
Maybe next time. But I think that's
Maybe.
that's the end of our episode for tonight. We've got a little bit of a continuation piece there. You got to meet another character, dressed just like you. Interesting.
Also
And you got
find out
the-
a little more information.
You did. You found out some more information, which there's much more to come on that piece. But overall, pretty good. I think we weren't necessarily planning on doing a combat scene tonight, but I know everybody was looking at doing that, so we kind of moved that plan up a little bit, and it sucked because I didn't get to hurt anybody. Well, Paul, I got to hurt Paul.
I mean, yeah.
I think
Thank
that's blow
you.
up a Nokia.
And both the
yeah, shoot
Nokia. That was awesome. I loved it.
I was gonna
So
say that.
unrealistic. Can't believe we did that.
Let's be honest, the bullets would have just bounced off it.
Exactly. 0 out
Yeah.
of 10 of immersion.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, everybody, for being here tonight. Everybody in the audience, thank you very much for your fantastic support. That was awesome. Brodacious, man, you are our hero tonight for sure, man.
Seriously,
you burned a lot of points to help,
you
and
really did.
and that really helped. We had a couple others that were really engaged with that as well. Awesome. Thank you very much, Garrus. Thank you very much for being here. We're very glad to have all of you and look forward to seeing you again over the next week here. Wednesday nights, we have the Update Log, which is a gaming industry podcast. I'll let Paul tell you about that. Or Rob?
Yes. So every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock EST, or 2000 EST for those who know real time, we meet to discuss all things gaming industry, from tabletops to video games, everything in between. You know,
I couldn't resist, Pernicious.
all the things. Next episode will actually be, I believe, our 10th episode. Next week will be our 10th episode of the Update Log. The theme is still in progress. But you guys should be hearing about it here in the next couple days.
Mm-hmm.
It should be. I'm hoping to find something really juicy for us to discuss and kind of go over. Maybe we'll talk about Diablo Immortal and what a shit show that was.
Wow.
Not to be confused with Diablo 4, which just came out, and I've heard very, very good things about that game. But yeah, Diablo Immortal, for those who know, you know. But yeah, so join us on Wednesday night for episode 10 of the Update Log. And then every Friday for the BOR, hosted by Greg.
Absolutely. So and we will be having more of the special episodes that we've been having. So stay tuned for those. We had one last night, which I encourage you all to go and check it out. Really, really excellent episode, really kind of telling a little bit of Ring's backstory and, giving her a chance to shine. Would you like to speak about that a little bit, Ring?
Yeah, so I don't want to give too much on the episode because I would love for y'all to go see. Also, big thank you to those that were there. So Ring has been an interesting character. She is crazy psycho, but had a reason for why she actually went crazy psycho. Wasn't always crazy psycho. In fact, tonight got to see a little bit more of the bubbly personality that she was before. Daddy's little girl, very much so. It was a fun episode to portray. A lot of emotions mixed in it. There were a few times I nearly cried myself in the middle of it. So, and thank you, Garrus. It was a fun episode to stream. I look forward to seeing the others and getting a chance to kind of portray her story a little bit more.
Definitely a great episode, yeah.
Awesome. All right, guys, I think we are going to take advantage of an opportunity that we have not had in a little while tonight. Insomnia Night RPG has been a really big supporter of the Razmataz channel. Kind of a brother channel, I guess you could say. He says they're sister channels. I'm not feeling like much of a sister right now, so I'll be a brother channel tonight, maybe tomorrow night. But yeah, I think we'll raid out to Insomnia Night RPG for tonight. Thank you all once again for being here. Look forward to seeing you all in the future. And anybody else got anything they want to share quick before we raid out?
Thanks for coming, guys.
Thank you, and apparently Rhodesia says that you're a great sister.
Thanks. I really, really, really appreciate that so much, Brodacious.
Yeah, thank you guys for coming. It's always glad to see the familiar faces. You know, if you know anyone who might be interested in the Rasmus Taz channel and the various streams that we have going on, feel free to invite them over to the Discord, or bring them along for a night of fun and shenanigans,
Yeah.
and watch Paul shoot people for eating his food.
Please do join the Discord. We really are trying to build that community piece out, and it helps us to engage better with all of you and really get some good feedback and get some good communication going on. So,
All right.
I do have a link in there. Gemma, I will send you a private link for those. There is a link in the channel for the Discord, but I'll send you a direct link here in a little bit. Thank you very much, and off we go to Insomnia Night.
Yep.
Have a good one.
And